Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Grave. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy gang! What is going on, everybody? Happy Gravy Day to everybody. It is Past the Gravy episode 560 with Alex, Pat, and Bobby, the blind man jokes. What's going on, Bobby? What's up with the shade?
That's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of one of the blind mice from Shrek.
Yeah.
What do you mean yet? I'm just getting ready for the eclipse coming up.
Oh, yeah.
It already happened,
I got my shades, my regular sunglasses on. I hear those
you're
work.
gonna hate this. You're gonna hate this.
I'm prepared.
It actually just happened. We're recording this on Monday this week, and that may have thrown you off. And I know sometimes when the sun is covered by the moon, people's their algorithms are thrown off. I know that's not what it's called. Circadian rhythm, that's what it is. But your algorithm, your retrograde, you were Mercury
centrifugal force.
MC squaring. But yeah, no, we're recording on Eclipse Day, and you missed it, buddy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You missed it.
Samantha, we missed it.
What?
We missed the eclipse. It was hours ago.
It's not tomorrow?
I thought so too.
Not tomorrow.
Today.
Although, maybe, you know what? Run it back, and they may run like a second showing. It might be like a
rerun? Yeah.
Hey, maybe you missed the first one. Well, don't worry. It'll be there same time tomorrow.
I got a video of the eclipse I can send you.
That might be
cool.
That's
true, too.
It's really just a guy dunking his balls, in view of the camera, blocking out a light.
There are lots of memes for it.
I've been sending that one to a lot of people today.
Somebody needs to do the one with like the black guy with the big dick meme and just put that on the
I saw Trump posted a video today on True Social where as the figure starts coming in to eclipse the sun, you realize it's just a silhouette of his head with the hair and everything. And I was like, God damn, he's so good at social media.
Or his people are good at social media.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course. His team, it's all the same thing.
All the same. But yeah, memes were pretty big for Eclipse. It is Eclipse Day. I mean, I know that you're listening to this probably 2 days after that, but we're still talking about it. And they're going to still talk. But I guarantee you, whatever news station you watch, they're talking about it too. My God, did they run it into the ground? We'll talk about it a little bit, but it was just like, we're here looking at people looking at the sky. And now to you, who's also with somebody that'll be looking at the sky. Can you guys believe it? The sun is going to be covered up. How crazy is that? All right, now here's to Pat, who also is going to be talking about how crazy it is that the sun's going to be covered up for a second.
It's not just covered up. It's covered up in totality.
That was the big
Alex.
word. That was the big word. So yeah, I was in the office for like 5 minutes today, and I was like, if they say totality one more time, Rod, just somebody's going to die if they drink that much. If they drink every time they say totality. And so Rod just tried to make it a drinking game, and I would have died if I had been drinking.
Yeah, I listened to you guys for about, 4 minutes when I had to run down the street at work today. And I'm pretty sure in those 4 minutes, totality was said no less than 6 times.
And we were mocking the news channels that I think not intentionally were saying totality every other second.
I mean,
there's a few days in the year where like the news cycle just kind of gets dominated by one thing, and people only have like 6 talking points, and that's what they run with. And that was one of those days today.
An eclipse day for the news is like a drunk day for a teacher where they're like, we're just going to watch a movie. Everyone in the news is like, sweet, we don't have to try today. We can just turn off our brains, and we just got to stand in front of the camera and just say eclipse in totality. That's all we got to do.
Go grab your glasses, put your glasses there, and then talk about how it hasn't happened since this time. And then the next time that it will happen will be this time. And then you say your cone of totality, and then you go over all of the cities that will have a total eclipse. and then you talk about how the hotels are booked up along that line, and then you throw it to a couple of shots of people in like fields. They all check in, say the same thing, and then they throw it back to you, and then you do your safety tips on like staring at the sun burns your eyes out, all of that, and then you repeat the cycle, and that's pretty much all day. Yeah.
I can't believe we called out the National Guard for this.
Well, it was like Y2K, dude. What if like all the power grid went down?
You did call it though last week. You're like, well, what if there's bad weather? Sure enough.
I have an ability to do things, Pat. I have an ability to do things, and I don't know.
I think most people have an ability to do things.
I don't know how long I have to prove to people that like curses are available when it comes to me. Like I can do that. I can make weather do certain things that other people are not able to do. And at a certain point, I think people have to recognize that. They still haven't. But yeah, we'll get to why I may or may not have blocked out the sun today. We'll get to that in my not cool segment. But I, on Eclipse Day, would like to bring up the fact that I have a hot take on eclipses, and I think that the bat signal is an eclipse.
I mean, how?
Because it is eclipsing the light, letting you see the symbol of the bat. That's the only reason Batman knows it's time. That's the only way he knows it's party time, is when he sees a bat eclipsing the big spotlight. It is an eclipse.
I mean, maybe the symbol itself is an eclipse. I don't even know how to fucking spin this. Okay, sure, buddy.
Yep.
Whatever you say.
Yep. See, I knew I'd get you there.
I was trying to science it all and come up with what, you know what? Fuck it. The cloud is being eclipsed by the light. It's a reverse eclipse. That's what it is.
It is. That's really what it is.
I want a fucking bat signal so bad.
That'd be so cool.
You just change it. Like on St. Patty's Day, you make it a clover. Or you make it Conor McGregor.
You could do that. Or do you just make it an eclipse at all times too? So then you can be like, oh, you missed out on the eclipse? Don't worry. Check this out.
Do it like a who was that street artist?
Banksy.
Like when people would find it in New York and dudes would just like cover it up with a box and charge people. Be like, okay, you come up to my house, $10, I'll make an eclipse for you right now.
I can eclipse so fucking bad right here if you want me to.
I'll eclipse also, so fucking hard.
Just name one other street artist. Go, besides Banksy. Because that's what I was like. I think I know one.
Art is fucking stupid. Art is stupid.
No, I think graffiti's cool and stuff like that's cool. I just don't know like a ton of street artists' names off the top of my head.
No, graffiti. I still think that's kind of dumb for the most part. When people make art out of it's cool, but like just art in general, like I'm gonna make a painting and we're gonna put it up in a museum and people are gonna no, it's so fucking stupid. It's such a waste of money. Found out recently that Jackson Pollock isn't even a good fucking painter. The CIA was just buying his shit to fuck with Russia.
What?
Yeah, dude. So apparently, let's go down this one.
Did you watch like a Joe Rogan podcast?
I forget where the fuck I saw it. It was fucking Instagram or some shit. No, but apparently, so Jackson Pollock, when he was alive, not successful. He was one of those guys where it's like, oh, he wasn't appreciated in his time. No, apparently what happened was during the Cold War, we were trying to prop up American artists. So the CIA just picked his, he's already dead. So we don't have to worry about giving him credit and paying him extra. They were buying a bunch of his art to make it look like, oh, here's an esteemed American artist. And part of it was to fuck with Russia because they couldn't figure out why people were buying that art because it sucked. But the CIA just kept spending mine and yours tax dollars on it. That's what the government does with our money. So yeah, guys, if you like an artist, chances are they actually suck and it's just the government doing a psyop.
So they just bought his art. They bought American art to fuck with Russia?
Yeah, because they were trying to prop up American artists. It was the Cold War. We're just trying to do everything better than Russia. But specifically, they wanted to pick a guy that would confuse Russia as to why this guy's art was selling well.
It is nothing. It is drops of paint all over.
He's stupid. He's fucking
there is no direction.
Pointillism.
There is no direction at all. At least Picasso, he may only have one ear, but at least he's drawing things. What is this? It looks like
There's
he spilled
no
paint all over
bulbous
painting.
spheres, no spheres anywhere on the
This
tower.
is a white painting. It looks like it was just spilled upon. What is
You
the
went
point of this?
Your
Yeah,
Russian
no,
turned
I
into a
went
little bit vampire right there.
Vampire, yeah. They have Russian vampires probably.
I want to buy your art.
Yeah, it was the Vite.
So stupid.
I couldn't say Vite.
But yeah, art's fucking stupid. Stop spending money on it, government.
I always think that art's a money laundering. That's like when you're like, how do you launder money?
That's what
art.
everyone says. Because
Art.
there's no way
Art.
it's all like,
how much is this painting
all
worth?
your
Whatever
opinion.
I say it was, and whatever it was paid for. And you're like, okay, well, hey, Robert, I need to find a quick way to move $9 million. It's not going to raise a lot of eyes. All right, well, what's this painting worth? $9 million. Done. Here you go.
art is like soccer. You don't have to fund it at all, no matter what. Like if you have 4 trees and a basketball, you can play soccer. Art, all you need is fucking crayons, and they'll make their own art. You don't need to fund people creating art. If they want to do it, they'll do it on their own, and then the free market will decide. Don't fund art. That's stupid.
I think you should fund art to give people the ability to make art. But yeah, I understand when you're like, dude, just because you can draw dogs doesn't make you the best dog drawer.
I mean, if you can afford crayons, you can afford to create art. Chalk.
You can't draw on walls with crayons.
Okay,
not
chalk.
on city walls.
Chalk.
But what if it's like sick and you don't want it to go away and it rains and boom, your artwork's gone?
Well, then you better fucking put some sort of lacquer over it.
At the Astros games, you know what? Minute Maid, they have like a wall of the month that they let some artists go and do. And I always feel like I would hate that because, like, yeah, you get featured for a month, but then it's like, guess what we're doing? Painting over your shit and letting somebody else paint on it. Like, but I did all that work.
That'd be sick if Keith got to do a whole wall over there. That'd be dope.
Yeah, shout out Keith, former worker at a beer place that we're not going to speak of right now.
Yeah, that I'm not drinking because I fucked them.
They changed their logo. It looks stupid. I just saw, but we're not talking about them. We don't talk about them.
I'll look that up later. I didn't know that.
Don't. It looks stupid. Don't worry about it. We don't talk about
Okay.
them.
I don't. Yeah, I won't even look it up then.
We don't talk about them. Shout out Keith Amador. 52 podcast. Check it out. Yeah, Bat signals the eclipse. That's what I came up with. I had some food stuff I wanted to discuss today on the podcast and for the pre-cum segment. I had jalapeno and pimento cheese. Like that. There was jalapeno pimento cheese, and it was dope. And so that got me on this whole like, let's do some food fusions. And I was a little bit hungry yesterday, and I was watching some games, and I made nachos, just chips and cheese. But I had this, it's like Smart Pop popcorn I had, and I just dumped popcorn on top of it and was like, you know what? Jalapenos don't go with pimento cheese. Popcorn doesn't go with nachos. What if we made popcorn nachos though? And then I put the popcorn on top of the chips, then the cheese. Game changer.
Pachos.
I call them popcorn nachos. Popchos. You want to spice up? Yeah, I like napcorn. Do you want to spice up? Right, you want to spice up next game day? Put a little popcorn on your nachos. Game changer. Everybody's like, "What is this?" You know,
bro, I put fucking coleslaw on a chicken sandwich today. It was incredible.
I feel like that's a thing that's done already.
I don't know. Not a lot of coleslaw usually comes on the side. It's not unheard of to put it on there, but I like combining weird foods, man. Sometimes I'll fucking make redfish, put an artichoke and a fried egg on top of it. None of that food goes together at all. But guess what? Delicious.
Okay. Well, that wasn't that crazy of a food combo. It's just like, what if popcorn was on this too? So that was a fun little addition because Cheetos popcorn at games I've been to, that's a game changer where they just throw Cheetos in popcorn. That fucks 100% of the time. So yeah, Cheeto nacho popcorn, that also fucks. Really the last thing I had for the pre-cum segment was that before my wife leaves for work, she always puts on Animal Planet for Wheezy in the mornings. And sometimes like they have weird shows on Animal Planet, and she'll send me a picture of like whatever the description of the show is. And like, it has like an episode title and stuff. And the other day I sent it to our group, but the other day she was like getting ready for work. Last thing she did was turn on Animal Planet, and the show was called Otter Dynasty. And it says Otter Dynasty. The episode's title is The Queen's Wrath. And its description is Queen Olivia plans a surprise attack on 2 warring clans. Princess Eva and Empress White Whiskers fight for their clan's survival. I was like, that sounds fucking epic. Doesn't it? Like Otter Dynasty? I've never cared more about otters.
I feel like they should have called it Otter Madness.
Otter Madness would be cool too.
Yeah, I only very recently, and by that I mean today, found out that otters are kind of fuckers. Like
But they're cute.
They're so cute, but they attack other animals. I saw a video. It was going viral on Twitter this week of an otter down in a storm drain that had a raccoon bitten in the back of the neck, and it was just dragging the raccoon down into like sewer pipes. Otters are some metal motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah,
I didn't know they got down like that. They'll take your ass out real quick.
But I mean, I didn't get to like binge watch Otter Dynasty yet. I'm waiting till the season's over, you know, like I want to save up all the drama so I can just binge through it all. But I did come up with some Animal Planet shows that don't exist that probably should. If you guys wanted to just brainstorm. So like, these are Animal Planet shows that don't exist, but I would be really down to watch if they did. First one is Breachers. And that's just 30 minutes of shark breaching videos. You drag the fake seal behind a boat, watch a shark jump out of the water, just fuck up that fake seal. Like, just rinse, repeat, do that for 30 minutes. That's an episode. I'm in.
100% watch rate. And I also throw in some killer whales in there too. They breach.
That too. Just call them Breachers. That's an easy show. Done. Super easy. Other one I had, Be Somebody. I didn't know there was like a queen idea I could have gone with, but Be Somebody is what I went with for the title of this one. The plot is after her mother's untimely death, a newly appointed queen has to establish her dominance as. I'm gonna repeat that one. Sorry, I fucked that up. It's called Be Someone, and it's after her mother's untimely death, a newly appointed queen has to establish her dominance as the new head of the beehive so the hive doesn't turn on her and kill her. Because if you're the new queen in a beehive and it doesn't, like, you don't take, they're just like, nope, fuck you, we kill you. And it's fast. So you got to really, really establish your dominance. I think following a newly queened bee and being like, yo, she's got to chat with this guy. She's got to be cool with this guy. She's got to make sure these people are doing their shit. That would be kind of like a Sopranos, but for bees. You're watching her establish her Tony Soprano dominance over everybody before seeing if the New York crew is going to whack her and the rest of her hive.
I mean, you got built-in drama.
Built-in drama. All kinds of drama. Another one, I don't know if you guys had any, but another one I had, some more Animal Planet shows that don't exist. Beastie's Day Out. And we just let the animals at the Central Park Zoo out for a day, and we put GoPros on all of them, and that's the story. You just follow them around. You're like, this is the gorilla when he got out for a day. These are their stories. Maybe you're following the antelope, and then you're like, oh, cool, check that out. Look at this giraffe. He was just eating leaves all day.
Or even you could just put a bunch of GoPros on top of dogs at a doggy daycare. Just place all that together. I would watch the shit out of that.
That one's easy, yeah.
Looking at your hat, I did have some written down. I just thought of this one, though, because you're wearing a Red Wings hat. We could call the show Red Wings, and it's just birds fighting in midair. Just aerial fights between birds.
I'd be down for that. Yeah, absolutely.
That, I think, could be cool as shit, because eventually, one of them you're just going to see fall. Now, and you can either go, we're not going to show it, or you are going to show it. We air that one after 11 o'clock at night, so it's only for adults. You see the bird hit the ground and
swim.
Living with tapeworms. I don't know how we filmed that one, but I think there could be some drama in there somewhere.
You follow the tapeworm, or you follow like a person that's ingested a tapeworm?
I think both. I think you got to show the tapeworm getting bigger as the person gets smaller. Like, why am I losing all this weight? And then all of a sudden, bam, they're in the hospital. Tapeworm.
I'd follow that. I'm down for that.
It's the next Hollywood craze anyway. Lemur Lounge. It's like Meerkat Manor, but with lemurs. And maybe we give them some drinks.
I don't hate that at all.
Another one we just called Drunken Monkey. I forget where. I think it's somewhere it's an island, I want to say, in like the South Pacific. But there's like a touristy island where monkeys just they've adapted. I don't know if adapted this, but they got a taste for alcohol. because of tourists leaving their drinks out. So now these monkeys just run around stealing people's drinks and get shit-faced all the time. Just keep a camera on it.
Oh, I'm in.
Like, that's not even made up. That's actually, I've seen that before. Yeah, dude, I want to turn that into it. And then
those monkeys like on the Great Wall of China that'll like steal people's shit from their backpacks and stuff. You'll see them taking pictures. Like, just follow those monkeys and like, what did they steal? And then you just see what their haul is at the end of the day.
There's just something hilarious about a monkey just shit-faced in a tree falling out of it.
Yeah.
My last one is going to be a bit controversial.
Okay.
Now, the name of it, and you see if you can guess what it stands for. UDFC.
Something Fight Club.
The Ultimate Dogfighting Championship.
Okay.
So it's the UFC, but for dogs.
All right. I mean, I guess they're also consenting dogs in this case.
Or
yeah,
we could
it would
do
be controversial.
The UCFC, Ultimate Cockfighting Championships. I'd rather watch roosters fight. I don't want to watch dogs fight. I love dogs.
Yeah.
But I'm throwing ideas out. Cockfighting, though.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, why not? You could probably only air it in Mexico.
If it was on TV, I'd watch it.
Yeah. Or maybe just the Ultimate Dogfighting Championship is just me wrestling a new dog in an octagon.
That's pretty cool.
I think that I like.
Yeah. I had some more. I had this one's called The Chain, and you start with one fish that eats a smaller fish, and then that fish, then you see that fish, we follow it until it gets eaten by a bigger fish, and then we follow the fish that ate it and see like what it does for a little while until it gets eaten by an even bigger fish. And you basically just keep going down the food chain until you get to like the alpha or apex predator, and you're like, that's the winner of the food chain.
So like that old Flash game.
Yeah, Odell Down Under.
It would get really wild when one of those fish gets caught, and then you follow it like getting sent to a restaurant, and then you see some guy eat it, and you think that's gonna be the end of it. But then instead of getting eaten, that guy, he just is like going to his car that night and gets robbed and shot. So then you're following the robber.
Yeah, it takes a dark turn. It takes a real dark turn. But that one's called The Chain. Another one I had, it's called America's Next Top Piranha. And basically, it's just the 4th of July Nathan's hot dog eating contest, but with piranhas in their own tanks. And you just throw a bunch of hot dogs and buns in there, see who eats the most hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes, just like Joey Chestnut would, but they're piranhas. So I feel like it would be more lit, you know?
Yeah, I'm 100% in on that one. I want to see piranhas fuck shit up, man.
Yeah, piranha.
They have very small mouths, so I think you got to do teams of piranhas on that one. It can't just be one piranha.
That's why you get 10 minutes. So we get 10 minutes. I don't know. Then I had a couple more. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. We put a family of cows in downtown LA and see if Hollywood can corrupt them. Also, their dad is he's like one of the famous Chick-fil-A cows. That's how they got their money.
Yeah. One of the cows starts in only udder.
Only uds, yeah.
Udder fans. There we go.
Last one is called Amelia Airdog, and it is basically the premise of this show is there's a retired Air Force pilot. She was the greatest female Air Force pilot of all time, and her goal in her retirement is to teach a dog how to successfully navigate around the globe in a plane, a la Amelia Earhart.
I bet a dog can do that.
And really, just what's going to be the cutest part is that the picture for the show is just a dog with the plane goggles. I'm like, how cute's that?
The old school aviator helmet too.
Yeah, like that's so cute. Like, who's not going to watch that show?
Or do you make it modern and you just put him in like, or her, the dog?
It would be a her. I would like
and one of those. Okay, and like a nice little white button-up collared shirt, and then wearing aviators.
Both. You'd have like that's season 2. You can have the aviators for season 2.
Okay. Yeah, just dogs doing anything.
Yeah, dogs really are like that's a sucker pick, but like yeah, that's what I had for some Animal Planet shows that don't exist but should. Robert, did you have any ideas?
I just thought off really the top of my head. Depressed Rabbit Tricks Were for Kids. Yeah, I think it follows the life of the Tricks Rabbit and what became of him after years and years of being unable to get cereal.
It's like a behind the music, like a VH1 behind the music, but like Animal Planet behind the tricks.
Yeah.
Behind the bowl. the dark side of cereal. I like that a lot.
We'll put that one
Roger
on Vice.
Rabbit. That one, yeah, you sell the Vice after like we run it for a couple of seasons on Animal Planet, and then like it gets canceled because it gets too dark. We expose too much shit. They're like, oh, dude, the Tricks Rabbit was doing heroin, and then that's when like Vice is like, yo, we'll take this.
I got another one. I think we would only run this last one from maybe like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. That time when people are trying to fall asleep and they can't. It's just called Sleepy Puppy, and it's a clip show. We just show lots of clips of dogs being all sleepy and yawning.
That's pretty cute.
Because then if the dogs are yawning, you're going to yawn, and then you're going to fall asleep.
I like that.
Probably with it on, so it keeps running, gets you ratings for everything.
This would probably be a better streaming show, but it would just be called Power Grid, and it's a billion hamsters that are in charge of controlling the power grid of an entire city, and you just kind of live watch the city and see how well that's going. Like they have to run their wheels. So like
we'll test
most
it
of the
out
time,
in Flint, Michigan.
That's where it's actually. That's like now that you're getting to it, that's where I started testing this out. It's not gone well.
Oh, I just figured they can't do any worse than the people that are already in place.
It's almost like a second Snake City. Which brings me to my final pitch, and that's Snake City. We just show Snake City, and we show basically what it's become of it. What happens when you just fill a city with snakes and think that they're gonna figure out how to build an infrastructure. That way, we could at least make some money back on Snake City, which I have lost a fortune on.
Well, the ratings will probably be low until we advertise that the series finale is going to be just us napalming Snake City. People would watch that.
How to clear Snake City out, see if we can build a better Snake City, which is to just then release more snakes that are different kinds of snakes.
If you want to clear out Snake City, all you got to do is get me a Catholic robe, and I walk through that bitch and drive them snakes out.
That's what you got to do, yeah. But yeah, Animal Planet, I think with our lineup that we threw out some ideas there, I feel like we could really help Animal Planet succeed as a network.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it for years. I'm an idea guy. I don't know how to implement things, but I should be in marketing. So Animal Planet, reach out to me. I'll give you a whole fucking block of shows.
We could, yeah. Animal Planet would be like the #1 cable channel on Earth if we were in charge of programming. So just hit us up. Let us know.
The whole idea is just showing dogs. Yeah, it's what people want to see.
Duh. Come on, man. Get it together. But yeah.
Cat and Caboodle. It's just a bunch of kittens playing together.
Yep. Cat and Cab. And it's just a bunch of cats drinking Cabernet.
Ooh, Cat Cab. It's like Cash Cab. But when people get in, the roof opens up and a bunch of cats just drop on them and they get to play with cats.
Spin Zone. They have to answer questions based on like animal-based trivia questions. But what you don't realize beforehand is that everybody that gets in there is severely allergic to cats. So it like really fucks with their allergies while they're having to answer the questions.
I wonder if we can get a dog to drive for that show.
Amelia Airdog on the off season, we can just film it like that.
Question number 1. Who's a good boy? And the dog just looks back at you like, don't fuck this one up.
You wreck. You wreck because the dog's looking back at you instead.
It's going to be a Tesla anyway. It's a self-driving car. We're just putting the dog there for appearances.
True. All of these are great ideas, though. But yeah, Animal Planet shows that don't exist, but should. Anybody else have anything for the Precome segment before we move on? No?
I think
it took up a lot of time, I feel like. It did take up a lot of time. All right. Well, before we do that, before we move on to the Comeback Kids segment, let's spin the wheel of random sports teams and see how many random guys we can name from each team.
All right.
Let's see what's going to be this week. Every professional American sports league, we are going to get the Indianapolis Colts, random Colts players, White Freeney. Adam Vinatieri.
Robert Mathis.
Jim Sorgi.
Of course, Peyton Manning.
Anthony Richardson.
Andrew Luck.
Using all quarterbacks. Curtis Painter.
Edgerrin James.
Yep. Yeah.
Remember fucking Edgerrin James? Marvin Harrison Sr.
Marvin Harrison, yeah. Dallas Clark.
I'm trying to remember those like end of Peyton years when all the number 3 receivers were just random ass dudes who were like 1-2 years tops.
Brandon Stokely.
Brandon Stokely, what a great pull.
Joseph Adai.
Oh, he was fun to watch.
Live and let it die is what Chris Berman always called him. Sheldon Mack, was he? No.
Oh, for a brief amount of time, Tom Zibikowski played for them. He was more of a Notre Dame guy, but.
All right. And then Hasselbeck, right? Wasn't it Hasselbeck?
He was probably a backup for them. He was backup everywhere.
There's a bunch of guys right there. Random Indianapolis Colts players. Remember them?
I know we missed. I said Marvin Harrison. Who was the other sick wide receiver that he had, that Peyton had?
Fuck.
Yeah, it was like after Mark. God, people are gonna be like, "You guys are morons."
no. I'm just because I'm on the spot.
He's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer, and we can't fucking remember.
He is. I think he had two. It was Marvin Harrison, and it was. Yeah, I don't know.
So frustrating. God damn it. Hey, it's a fun exercise. We didn't say we're good at it, guys. Robert, you want to add any?
Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne. There you go.
There we go. Done.
You know what? Tony Dungy. Let's throw some coaches in there too.
Yeah, Bruce Arians. Done. All right, random Colts players. It's a fun exercise. Keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
You know what else is fun? Is rugby. You know what's even funner? The only undefeated rugby team in Major League Rugby. I'm talking about our Houston SaberCats, the official sponsors of the Comeback Kids segment. Yeah, the only undefeated team in Major League Rugby, 5-0 to start the season. This Saturday, April 13th, they'll be back at home to host the New England Free Jacks. We're going to shut down the Free Jacks. They're not going to be so free when they're at SaberCat Stadium. They're going to be honoring heroes. They'll be honoring Heroes Night presented by Baylor. They'll be honoring military and first responders. I don't know if you've heard of him. Marcus Luttrell, lone survivor. He's going to be at the game this weekend.
Nope.
He'll be out there being honored. Sam Houston State Bearcat alum too. And hey, 500 Band-Aid giveaways. You want some Band-Aids? Go to SaberCat Stadium on Saturday. Country singer Peyton Howie is going to be performing. They got gates opening at 3:30. Kickoff's going to be at 7 o'clock. You can get tickets at HoustonSaberCats.com. Again, they're 5-0, best team in the league. Go and support. They've never lost since they've sponsored us. Never lost since they've sponsored us. I don't want to talk about another team that I may or may not have been a partial owner to, but they have never won a game since they ejected me from the stadium. Never won a game. 0-3 now. They lost again this past weekend. SaberCats, exact opposite. They're trending in the other direction. They're going nowhere but up. Probably going to win the whole thing this year. They got a big game against the New England Free Jacks this Saturday, April 13th. Get your tickets at HoustonSaberCats.com. Get to know rugby. Get to know the SaberCats. It's a fun time for all to enjoy, including your family and friends. Pat and I went to a game, the last home game they had out there. It was a great time. We hung out with some of the Gravy Gang. It was awesome. I think I'm going to have some tickets to give away to this game. But yeah, HoustonSaberCats.com. The tickets are cheap. The venue's awesome. The food's great. It's a lot of fun. You're going to have a good time. And they're probably going to kick the New England Free. They're definitely going to kick the New England Free Jacks ass. Go support the Houston SaberCats. Give them another roar.
Bring your kids. Plenty of room for them to run around. They got a little rugby field in the back that they could play around on. Let them learn.
You can explain the game to them. They got a cool mascot. HoustonSaberCats.com. We'll see you at SaberCats Stadium. Let's get to the Comeback Kids segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right. We already kind of went over it, but Totality is back. And Totality is really, we've talked about the Eclipse, about how they're overrated, how it's not that big a deal. And then Totality came along today and we got to see like, oh, this is what it's like with an eclipse. I didn't see it, but I saw pictures of it. And yeah, it looked like the sun was covered by the moon. So shout out to Totality. Robert, still rocking the glasses. You do look like a blind mice.
Just getting ready.
Just, hey, we'll run it back tomorrow.
Yeah.
You'll see it tomorrow, dude. Don't worry.
Don't lose those glasses. Seriously, for Halloween, if you just get a cane, you can just be like, I'm one of the 3 blind mice.
Yeah, they're pretty funny. Perfect
low effort Halloween costume.
I think too, with these are polarized, so when I look at the screen, I can't see you guys. It's just really like a dark in front of me. Like I really am blind. Can't see you.
It's like you're just looking right at another eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see anything.
Yeah, you can't see this at all, can you?
Definitely not what Pat's doing.
I had to look down so I can see. Hey, hey.
Oh, whoa. Too far.
Joke's on you. Those were all at Alex.
But totality is back. It is Eclipse Day as we are recording this. Also back earthquakes because there was a 4.7. Is that big? I don't think it's big. It was 10. That's the max earthquake you can get. Yeah.
I think it's big for New York because they're not used to it.
Yeah, I didn't know New York could get earthquakes. Most of my earthquake knowledge comes from the video game Rampage. So that's pretty much what I assume earthquakes are like. And I was just looking for a bunch of monsters to be punching giant city buildings in New York after I heard that there was an earthquake. Yeah, just some people were like, did y'all feel that? That was what all of Twitter was for about 5 minutes. Like, y'all feel that? Did anybody feel that? Did anybody else feel shaking? And then everybody just kind of went back to their day.
I mean, even if it's not a big one, anytime you're in an apartment like 15 stories in the air, any shaking has got to be scary. Like you've got to be like, oh, imagine. Fuck. Especially when you know you live in a shitty building.
Yeah, this ain't gonna hold. But I've never been in an earthquake. Robert, have you ever been in an earthquake? Pat, have you ever been in an earthquake?
Nope.
I would imagine not. We live in Texas. They don't really have earthquakes here, I don't think.
Yeah, I only ever went to. Did I go to California once? Yeah, there was no earthquakes while I was there, so it's really the only place I've been that would have them. I'm either in Texas or occasionally in New England, which until this earthquake, nothing. Which actually New York's not New England, so New England's still undefeated.
Yeah. I guess let's run around the room since we're talking earthquakes. Favorite tectonic plate? Mine's probably the San Andreas.
See, I was going to say San Andreas just because it's got the biggest chance of taking out California.
Yeah. If it fault, that would be the San Andreas fault. It's also the only one I can name.
Also, but I mean, now that I know there's one under New York, that might be my favorite one. Because if it takes out New York, I don't want to take out New York, though. I like, I don't want the Yankees to disappear. I just want them to suck. California.
Don't say that. They've already done that.
I don't mind if every professional sports team from California disappeared. Don't think it would affect me at all.
It would really affect gambling.
No, you just realign, and now you don't have to.
Shohei would be out of it.
No, I said the team, not the players. I'm not saying kill all the players. I'm just saying if every team just bailed out, okay, now the talent gets spread back among the other teams, and we don't have games starting at 9:00 anymore.
Yeah, that'd be sick. But
are you gonna miss not having the Padres in Major League Baseball? No.
Depending on what day. Sometimes on a Friday, it's awesome to have oh shit, yeah, there's a 10:30 first pitch.
The only
I guess I will watch the Padres Braves today.
The only team that in all of California sports that I think I would miss would be the Chargers. And that's just because they got sick uniforms.
You would miss the A's?
Well, they're about to be out of there anyway. And their uniforms are sick too, but I would miss all the guaranteed wins you have against them over the course of a year. Yeah. But Major League Baseball already short, it used to be 18 games you play against every division opponent. Now I think it's 12. They're already lessening that effect anyway. So because the Astros kicked the dog shit out of the AL East or West for too many years in a row. They got sick of it.
It's also weird to just have 107 games against the same team.
I like that though. That was always the best. Growing up and knowing, okay, 18 times a year we have Red Sox, Yankees, but that was also back when the rival. But that was when the rivalry was great, so it was a lot of fun, and you never knew if a fight was going to happen. You never know if your 82-year-old bench coach is going to charge fucking Pedro Martinez in the middle of a game. It was great. Now the rivalry sucks because the Red Sox ownership is dog shit, but I love lots of division games. It builds hatred in the sport, and you need to have hatred of other teams.
Yeah, but it's I get what you mean, but playing the same exact teams over and over again gets old. It's cool seeing random interleague games. The Yankees' second series of the season being against the Diamondbacks. This is weird. Okay.
But I mean, there's 162 games. There's plenty of other games. I like having the deep division rivalries.
Yeah, I guess. Earthquakes though, they're back. And yeah, that happened. Also back is wrestling because WrestleMania was this weekend and I didn't watch any of it. I saw Cody Rhodes crushed it. Robert, since we didn't watch it, we need you to break it down for us. What happened at WrestleMania this weekend?
It was basically like reliving your childhood because of the appearances. The Rock, The Undertaker, John Cena. It's like you imagine if Lawrence Taylor and Eli were in the same field at the same time.
Oh, okay.
It's like
All
that.
right.
Alex would come on himself.
That would be
Exactly.
amazing.
That's how big.
That's
this
what we
moment
got.
was. That's how
A bunch of people coming on themselves.
Mm-hmm. It's like I saw it was like the greatest 5 minutes of the WWE history.
I think Mundo had to change his shorts like in the middle of WrestleMania.
I think he did. He brought an extra pair. Normally he like waves like our flag or sign around. He had an extra pair of shorts.
With a sign that just said, "Make me use these."
Yeah.
He did put PTG logos over Eagles logos at the Eagles Stadium, so that was cool.
Nice.
That scored some points for his Gravy Gangster Award.
You had to love
candidacy
The
for
Rock
sure.
shitting on Philly too.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it, so that's funny.
Yeah. For
Fuck
those of you that
Philly.
don't know, he showed up like 2 hours late to an event and the crowd was booing him. And he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was late because I was too busy watching Jalen Hurts highlights losing in the playoffs." Like, haha, fuck you, Philly.
Fuckers. Yeah, WrestleMania is everything we wanted, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I personally can't wait until the next one. I don't know about you guys.
Maybe they make it a 3-night event. Who knows?
They should. I think they have Raw because I know Raimundo's going to Raw tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 3 nights to say, I guess. That's pretty sick though.
Good for
It is
them.
crazy. It is crazy when you see like they were showing WrestleMania like the early days and it was like just in like a small arena and like now it's at an NFL stadium that's just packed. Like that's pretty wild. Like they've gotten to that point.
The one thing that does always throw me off now is now that Vince McMahon was forced to step down and Triple H is running the show. And so when they put his name placard up, instead of just writing Triple H, they go Paul Triple H Levesque or whatever the fuck is it. No, he's fucking Triple H. I've known him as
I thought
Triple
he was
H since I was
Hunter
6 years old.
Hurst Helmsley.
Yeah, no, they just, I don't know at what point they fucking just went away with that, but they did. But just call him Triple H. I don't want to see that his name is Paul. He doesn't look like Paul.
You can't be Triple H and your name be Paul. Like that doesn't work.
Also, the last name Levesque or whatever is so French. It looks like that's a pussy name. That's
Either
a
be
pussy
McMahon,
name.
be McMahon or don't. He has to be Triple H McMahon, and that's got to be it.
He did marry Stephanie. That would have been really funny if he took her last name.
He should have had to. To be the head of wrestling, like you should have to be like a McMahon.
And change his first name because it can't be Paul. Hunter McMahon.
No.
That's a perfect boss name. Hunter McMahon.
If your name is Triple H, you can't have the name Paul. Like none of that is an H. Your
I don't
name,
know if you know this.
I know that people have
Stone Cold's real name is not Stone Cold.
What? I thought it was Stovethan.
Hulk Hogan was not actually named Hulk nor Hogan.
It was Hulkthany. Hulkthany Hogan.
Hulkleberry.
I'll be your Hulkleberry brother. How do you make that meme? Just him on the horse. I'll be your Hulkleberry.
Hulkleberry fan. Paint the fence, brother. It's fun. So yeah.
Wrestling is so easy to make fun of, but like again,
I wish I was still into it.
I'm shitting on it right now, and I did not pay attention to it. And it's funny to like put Robert on the spot and make Robert explain stuff. Obviously, Robert also didn't watch, but like I've told about that time where Emma's birthday, we were just trying to go find a restaurant, like a bar to get a drink at, and we were like, hey, I was like, well, the bar I watch soccer at's open. Let's just go have one drink there. And it was the like Royal Rumble night, and I was like, this is fucking electric. And me and Emma just watched that hardcore the whole time. It was like, this is fucking sick. It's like wrestling's tight when you walk into it. I don't have the time to like learn the storylines anymore.
Yeah, and you got to know because they go on for it is the longest running soap opera of all time. It just is. But it does seem like it's had like nothing will ever compare to the Attitude Era. That was the best. But it does seem like there is like another renaissance of wrestling going on right now, and it looks fun from the outside. And I kind of want to be inside, but I'm like, just, I'm not gonna do homework to figure out what's going on the screen.
That's why we have Robert to explain things to us.
Good.
I got you guys.
He's hot in the streets, But shout out to wrestling. Huge comeback this week.
Huge.
Also back, another sport that's back this week is golf, because we are recording on Monday, the day of the men's national championship game in basketball. Like March and the beginning of April, where everybody all of a sudden that didn't give two shits about college basketball is like, I love college basketball. Big college basketball guy. And then later, and like May, when you're like, everybody's a big horse racing person. This week, we get the golf people, the people that don't ever talk about golf, but are like diehard Masters fans, which I'm not saying I'm not that person, because I would absolutely, like, that's one of the few weekends of the year that I would maybe throw golf on. Also, last year, I accidentally bet Max Homa to win I thought I was betting him to win last year's Masters, but I bet him to win this year's Masters. So on my bet slip for a full year, I've had Max Homa to win the 2024 Masters. So if I win, that's like double winning, because I did it 2 years ago.
Talk about
I
anticipation.
did it a year ago. So yeah, I've actually been super stoked and waiting for the Masters, just because I've had that on my bet slip. Every time I go look at bets, it's like Max Homa to win the 2024 Masters. Like, all right, let's go. Maybe that's it. I don't think he will, but I put some money on it. So it's a pretty good payout. But Masters is back. And then everybody's going to talk about Tiger Woods being back, which is cool. He probably won't win, but it'll be fun to watch him. Green jackets are back. I just want to buy a green jacket, really. It just looks like the Masters jacket. It's not the Masters jacket, but just to have it would be cool.
I got a buddy that's there right now. I can ask him if they sell them. He won the lottery to get to be one of the people, but they might sell like novelty ones.
They have to sell green jackets, like just in general.
I mean,
I don't want a
the
Masters
picture
one,
that he
because it'd
sent
be
us
5 times whatever it would be.
So he's working at the Masters, because it's all volunteers and you enter a lottery. He's like driving the guys to and from the hotel to the course. But the gear that they gave him is a green quarter zip. That's close to a jacket.
There you go.
He's gonna bring me back a golf ball.
There you go.
So sick.
The Masters does have one of the coolest logos.
It's a perfect logo.
It's just
it
the
really
United
is.
States, and it's Georgia where the course is. It's got that's where the whole placement is, which is kind of sick.
Yeah, he said in person it's incredible. He was like, it doesn't look real. He was like, it looks like I'm looking at a video game. Everything is so pristine and in place. It's incredible. So he's gonna get to enjoy that this week. We all get to enjoy on Sunday afternoon, tuning in on the final round, maybe taking a nap in the middle of the day. That's a tradition unlike any other.
That is where you're like, you can lay on the couch, and then like if your wife or girlfriend is like, hey, can I change the channel? Like, no, I'm watching that. And you're like, no, you're napping. No, I'm watching that. And you just check the leaderboard and you go back to sleep.
Is this the last year that Jim Nantz is doing it, or was last year his last year?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Because it's going to be weird. I don't think he's doing it anymore. And it's going to be very weird seeing the Masters on TV and not hearing Jim Nantz's voice. I'm not ready for it. I don't think it'll really hit me until I
thought
tune in.
It would be that way with college basketball, and I have not once noticed it. Like, not been like, man, it's not the same without Jim Nantz. Like, it just is like, oh yeah, these guys are just calling the games now.
Hold on. Or maybe he quit basketball and he's still doing golf.
He didn't quit basketball last year.
It's Vern Lundquist. It's Vern Lundquist who's doing his last Masters, which all-time funny-looking guy. Like, if he wasn't commentating on sports, that guy definitely would have been your accountant that every time he calls, you almost don't answer, and you're like, he's my money guy, I have to answer.
But he has like a dirty joke at the end of every call.
Or just the most boring person you've ever spoken to in your life.
Great name, though. Vern Lundquist.
Oh, fucking all-time name.
Powerful name. But the Masters in golf, very much back this week. And then last I have as a comeback kid this week is learning how to be a parent, because my wife and I are starting birthing classes today.
You don't need those.
I read a book. I read a baby book this weekend. That's 1.5 books I've read now. The other book was like 60 pages. So still counts as a book. They didn't specify how long a book had to be. I can read all the 30-page books and or pamphlets that I will then conclude is a book until then. So I'm reading the baby books. Nobody can say I'm not. But now I have to do a class that Emma showed me the email today, and it said is an interactive class on Zoom. So we'll be doing a very interactive birthing class.
Yeah, it's not
at
in
least
person.
you don't have to leave your house.
That'd be in person.
No, it's not. I would have thought it would have been the CPR class also suspiciously via Zoom, which seems hugely problematic because it's like I feel like you have to have a dummy.
Yeah, you need to get your
CPR.
refund on the CPR class.
No, it's not, you don't pay anything. That's the thing. It's like this is a free class offered because we actually did pay for it. We just paid the hospital to have a child. So we've already paid that part, which is just an exuberant amount of money. And like, well, we're gonna throw in these classes you can take since you just paid us a small fortune.
Dude, just skip them. What does every parent ever say? Dude, we don't know what we're doing. We're just making it up as we go along. You're gonna find you don't need to know any of this. Your instincts will kick in. Her maternal and your paternal. You'll just know what to do.
If it was like a cousin's kid I was watching or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not gonna like do any of this. But it's like my kid, and like I'm stupid, so I really don't want to fuck up my kid at all. I want to make sure my kid's got it down to a T, where it's like my dad did all the stuff that he was supposed to do, so I have all of the opportunities. So then she's gonna be way better than me, and then she's gonna succeed as opposed to me, who's just an idiot. She's gonna be like, "Thank God you did the baby classes, Dad."
Do you really not want to fuck her up at all? You got to fuck up your kids a little bit, or else they won't be funny.
No.
So you're just gonna have a boring kid?
No, I'll have a cool kid, just not a fucked up kid.
No, if you just give them endless love, they're either gonna not be funny or they're gonna become me.
There's
and you don't want either one of those.
And endless love, where you can also roast them. That's still love.
Yeah, well, you know what? If you don't do it, I'll make sure I do. Anytime I see your daughter, I'm gonna be like, "What's up, forehead?" Because every little kid has a giant forehead.
Don't say
Dude,
that.
every little kid has giant foreheads. You
She won't be able to understand it for a little while.
Yes, you will. Little kids, dude,
like,
you just pick on them, and then they yell back at you, and it's really fun. Have you ever hung out with like toddlers?
Not a ton.
Dude, you just make fun of them, and then they laugh and find it funny. You call her names when she's young, so when people do it in middle school, she doesn't get hurt.
I'm just super stoked about 3-hour classes that I get to do every Monday. Yeah, 3 hours, Robert. Just gave me a look. If you're not watching the YouTube version, youtube.com/@PassYourPet. Hey, being a parent's a 24-hour job, though. That's what I keep telling myself.
This isn't going to last into football season, is it?
No, it's just this week and next week. Or maybe the following week.
I didn't know about due dates and stuff, so.
No, she will not be pregnant in football season.
Good.
The baby will.
Hey, good job, bud.
The baby will be here in football season. That's just. I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed, baby's still here. Football season, because if she's not, I have done something terribly wrong.
Yeah, if the baby's not here, you probably won't be either. You'll be. Well, I don't know. They let prisoners have cell phones now. Maybe we could just zoom into you in jail and do the podcast.
That'd be sick.
That would be electric.
This is a call from the Huntsville State Penitentiary. Alex Middleton would like to request. It's just like cereal.
It sounds like you're calling in though too, so it's all shitty quality. Gravy, 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 gravy.
What is going on, everybody? It's Past Gravy, episode 600 with Alex.
You just hear someone in the background. Yo, shut the fuck up!
Hey, I need the phone. I
gotta call my girl too. Guys, I just need like 2.5 more hours.
Look, we're not even not cool yet. Hold on.
Alex is not cool this week. Yeah, I got raped in the shower last week.
We just again.
My jaw hurts. I'm not going to go into details. But
we just recorded it.
Hold his pocket
in like 100 different segments throughout the week. I just said, Robert, I got to call you for this one. All right, get Pat on the phone. We're gonna have to do a 3-way on this. There's a guy, we do Open Phones Friday on the Rod Ryan show where anybody can call and talk about whatever they want. And this guy called in a couple of weeks ago and his wife had 3-wayed him. He was in jail and she called he had called her, and then she called us and waited on hold and got through so he could talk to us, and it was crazy awesome. I was like,
That's
fuck yeah,
incredible.
this is the best call of the day. What a real one, dude. But yeah, learning how to be a parent, that is my final comeback hit this week.
The only one I had written down was going all in, because the Texans traded for Stephon Diggs. They got a quarterback who's a stud on a rookie contract. You got to go all in while you got the window, you know? Yeah. I'm sure it won't blow up in our face like by week 6 when he isn't getting 15 targets a game, but
it definitely won't happen like that. They're all in. That's all you can say. And that's the best way to like look at a team like, I'm all in. Like that's the coolest thing, but then it's the scariest thing too, because like if this doesn't work, we're fucked.
We have
that's
like
basically what it means. It's like this better work.
3 weeks until the draft, something like that. So all draft. So go back. Well, the Texans, they're going all in this year. What are they going to do with their pick? Going to pick an offensive lineman in the first round. Like, I don't know if that really suits going all in.
They're going to be the 49ers were this a couple of years ago. There's always a team that like wins a bunch of games at the end of the season that doesn't make the playoffs. It's like the dark horse to be a turnaround team next year. Even the Texans won a playoff game, made it into the playoffs. Like that's going to be everybody's sneaky, like, a team that not a lot of people are talking about, even though everybody is fucking talking about them. Even though everybody's, hey, I mean, the Chiefs, everybody's talking about the Chiefs, but let's not be quiet about the Texans. The Texans could be an up-and-coming team with second year to CJ Stroud. Everybody's going to pretend like that's like a hot pick. Like they're going out on a limb to take the Texans. It's like, that should be a very common pick now.
It'll be a common pick. Technically, any pick that isn't the Chiefs at this point kind of is a hot pick.
Yeah. Would you rather have, hear me out, I mean, Stephon Diggs, you can say all the problems he's had. Would you rather have Stephon Diggs as your best receiver or Rashee Rice, who's the Chiefs' best receiver, but also just drives Lamborghinis into cars at middle of rush hour in traffic and then leaves?
Yeah, is he going to get suspended for the year? Like, he's got to get suspended.
How has he not been?
How long is it going to be? Well,
they have the video of him walking away from the car.
The NFL was always going to do this from now on because they don't want to be the ones that fucked up a suspension. They're letting the legal process play out before they do anything. Even though it was
indefinite,
the car was in his name when he rented it. The insurance that he got for it says he's the only one that's allowed to be driving it, and then he crashed a fucking $200,000 car. So either he was driving recklessly and will get suspended, or he's going to have to pay for that car because he let somebody else drive it and the insurance won't cover that. He's fucked one way or the other.
Yeah. Chiefs might have to get another receiver, but they got Kadarius Toney, so they're good. They're good.
Yeah, like I don't see how they don't. I really the only reason they don't cut him is because he is their number one, even though he's not that special. But
Super Bowl champion.
Because of a historically great defense, people aren't pointing that out.
That too, and a guy named Patrick Mahomes.
That too.
I would say that's a pretty big reason for it. But yeah, also I am just done with draft talk. I get that it's like I've been done with it for a while, but like I'm just like shut the fuck up. I don't care who's trading.
I haven't even started to get into it.
I don't even fucking care. It's just shoved down my throat, man. That's all it is. It's either that or like, and I don't want to shit on Caitlin Clark. Shout out Caitlin Clark, she's awesome, and shout out to the Lady Cox for winning the national championship. But like, it's either like who is trading up to get JJ McCarthy, or is Caitlin Clark revolutionizing the world? The world against Caitlin Clark. Like that's what the two sports talking things are. Besides the eclipse, the eclipse has honestly been like a nice little break from it, but sports hasn't really done that too much. But I'm just done with draft talk.
I haven't even like I'm
at the point where
there's so many other sports going on. Set like right now, there was hockey going, baseball started. I haven't even paid attention to anything draft, other than like when I sit down in the morning at work and I turn on the TVs and it's scrolling so and so's mock draft 6.0. I'll kind of see that for a second, but I haven't paid any attention to it. I'm actually looking forward to getting into draft talk here soon.
I don't really care about the draft until Robert's mock draft 2.0 comes out, because Robert has like, I mean, usually he comes out with like let's just be honest, his first mock draft typically sucks. And then he kind of like, he does a little bit more research and he changes it up. And I like the 2.0. 3.0, I think he gets a little off the rails at that point. 2.0, that's right in the sweet spot with Bobby. So if you need draft expert Robert Barbosa, hit him up at Robert Barbosa 03. Be like, hey, what's your mock draft? And he'll mock draft it for you. He'll shoot you a mock draft right then.
I'll be releasing I only do one mock draft, and I will release it the day of the draft.
Oh, I like that. I like to
Yeah.
I do a mock drafts, and that's where I look at other people's mock drafts and I say, this guy's mock draft, then this guy's mock draft, then this guy. I power rank everybody's mock drafts.
Well, mine would be number one because I don't do my mock draft until the first round is over. I just say I'm doing it the day of. I didn't say what time, so I'm 100% success rate over the last 5 years.
Oh, dude, start doing that. Yeah. Hey, guys, sorry. I got my mock draft in. I meant to hit send. This was stuck in the drafts, but this is my mock draft for today's draft. And it's like literally right at the end of night one. You're like, oh, shit. Did I get them all right?
That's the classic. Oh, I thought I hit send. I pulled that on someone the other day. You never responded to my text. Oh, I thought I did. I guess I just didn't hit send.
I've been on a real bad streak of that, though, where I will type out a full text and then I'm like, I go to do something else and like I hit send and then I go look. I'm like, why the fuck did Robert not text you back? Oh, no, I didn't text Robert. Never mind.
I lie about it much more than I actually do it.
See, I don't lie about it.
Well, I do it to like someone will be like, can I have off this morning or I'm going to be late? And then I just don't respond until I see them at work. And they're like, you didn't respond. I'm like, oh, I thought I did. I just didn't want to fucking talk to you. You texted me at 7 a.m.
Oh yeah, I just deleted it. Sorry.
Oh no, I thought I pulled it up. I typed it out. I guess I just didn't hit send. Sorry. It was early. I like woke up and I saw it and I thought I hit send before I went back to sleep. I guess I didn't, which is always a good one to add in. Like I answered you messaged me while I was sleeping. That's why I didn't fully respond.
Funny joke when you can get away with every now and then. Oh, I sent you to spam years ago. And then... right. But yeah, that's our comeback kid segment. How about that? Let's move on to our mock draft. The mock draft season is coming to an end. The NFL draft, when that starts, we got 2 weeks until that. We are on week 8 of 10 in the mock draft season. And last week we did our mock draft of overrated things. And Robert ran away with that one. He won with 56% of the vote. Pat was in second place with 28% of the vote. And I came in last place with 16% of the vote. So on the season, Robert has 4 wins. I have 3 and Pat has none. Robert can officially pull away with it, I think now. Right? Yeah. All right, we could tie it and then have to go to action. But like Robert can basically cement himself as the winner if he gets another win here. Yeah. Pat, I think, is mathematically eliminated.
Well, we're not sure yet. We're still crunching the numbers.
Yeah, I'm not a big guy.
There's no way you can win 4 now with 3 weeks left. That's not possible. Mathematically impossible. You had to win last week. You got second.
Well, first of all, through Christ, all things are possible. So write that down.
Through Christ. Right. Yeah. I will. You know what? Done. Wrote down. I'll save it. I'll save that. Okay. So this week, I know we were spitballing and we didn't like Eclipse is going to be the middle of the week by the time a lot of you guys are hearing this. So like, that's not really a great way to go with a mock draft. So we went with what you guys suggested, and Quentin Hughes at Q the Ace had suggested amongst a bunch of other options. He gave us comedians, a mock draft of comedians. I feel like we like comedy on this show. That's a pretty fun one, and there's a ton of guys out there, ton of guys and gals out there to pick from. So we're gonna do a mock draft of comedians on this week's podcast. It is a snake draft. We're gonna go in reverse order of how we finished last week. So it'll be me going first, then Pat.
What a loser
Robert.
Going first.
It'll be Alex, Pat, Robert, Pat, Alex, Pat, Robert, Pat, Alex. That's how we will go. I have 1-1, and I will take friend of the show. And I just know that this wasn't ever going to get back to me if I didn't take it 1-1. I'm taking Bill Burr. And he should get bonus points because he was on the podcast. So
yeah, that was definitely
also get bonus points.
That was going to be my first pick. He's my favorite comedian. All time.
Same. So I'm going to go Bill Burr.
Okay, then number 2, I'm gonna go George Carlin. Probably my second favorite comedian all time. Just he's George fucking Carlin.
Yep, solid. The solid pick.
All right.
2 for
Robert
you,
Googled
Bob.
comedians 8 minutes ago.
Sinbad.
Well, we've been recording for an hour and 4 minutes, so not 8 minutes ago, but more like an hour and 5 minutes ago. I'm going Bo Burnham.
Oh, I like that. It's
My
a good
number
pick.
1.
That's very on brand for you, and yeah, I love him. He's awesome.
All right. Now this is where things go off the rails. After my first pick, I'm going with Louis B.K. He wears a crown.
Are you talking about the racist on the plane?
No, talking about Louis B.K.
I kind of hope he is. I hope he's some racist guy that Robert doesn't know about. And Robert just picked like a really problematic dude.
That would really suck. No, he's
That guy was just throwing out N-words left and right, man.
He's very into Burger King.
Louis
Is that a real guy? Or are you just
You'll see.
okay?
I'm Googling
okay,
Louis BK.
Did you mean Louis CK? No, I fucking didn't.
I'm not seeing it.
Well, just keep going. Let's just Pat, your turn.
Okay. I feel like this is a bit that Robert's setting up. My second pick, I'm going with Tater Salad himself, Ron White.
All right.
Yeah, you
Ron
sound like
White.
you don't fucking know who Ron White is.
No, I'm looking at Louis BK. That's definitely not who Robert's talking about. He has 0 followers on Instagram. From Madrid.
Did Robert create this an hour and 5 minutes ago? All right.
Okay. All right.
Alex.
Ron White. Sorry, he I broke my brain there. I'm gonna go Mitch Hedberg, Dave Chappelle, back to back on that one.
Damn.
That's just, I think those are 2 strong ones right there. And I didn't think Chappelle would still be there, but I'm going to take him third, so it looks better on the graphic. Mitch Hedberg, though, him and Burr are my 1 and 2.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't have Mitch. I just spaced on Mitch.
I'm dominating this draft, by the way.
All right, back to me. I'm gonna go the king of the bros right now, Shane Gillis. He's on fucking fire. Everything he does cracks me up. I love Shane Gillis.
Getting the white vote there.
And the Down syndrome vote.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Love
if you don't,
cheeses.
that sounded fucked up. But if you know, you know. All right. I can't imagine who's gonna join Louis BK on this list.
I'm going with
These have to be real guys. You know that, right?
George Barlin.
Forge Narlin.
Okay, well, if they have to be real guys, this kind of messes everything up. Because I was gonna go with Bill Burr, but spelled BRR. He's cold all the time.
Jesus fucking Christ!
You have to pick real guys.
That wasn't in the rules.
Yeah, I just
It was
want a picture of
implied.
Louis C.K. Louis C.K. with just a Burger King hat, a Burger King crown on his head. That's gonna be the picture I think.
So how about this? We'll give you Louis C.K. for your first one. You got to pick real or your second one, whatever the fuck it was. You got to pick real people.
No, I'll give you Louis B.K.
I want Louis BK.
Okay.
And I want Bill Burr. He's cold all the time. And
just cold Bill Burr.
He's got
okay.
Okay, and you just write
really
Bill BRR parentheses. He's cold.
Exactly. Now you put in the graphic. You put it.
Robert's gonna find a fucking way to win this one too. God damn it!
I have Bill Burr, so technically, actually, I'm gonna not allow that because it's gotta be cold Bill Burr.
Okay.
Not a different guy.
Okay.
Wilbur.
I'm going Kevin Bart. Big fan of The Simpsons.
Jesus Christ.
Kevin Hart as a Simpson?
Yeah, as Bart.
Just because I know the idiocy of our listeners, you're going to get votes, and you shouldn't get a single fucking vote for this.
You shouldn't be able to win that.
And I think so. Like another one, I'm going to go.
Who could it be?
Sarah Goldman. She's really into gold.
Silverman.
Instead of silver, yeah.
It's vaguely anti-Semitic, but okay. All
Just
right.
the gold version of Sarah Silverman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am gonna attempt to pull a fast one on you guys here, but I'm not trying to get one over on you. I think this is a value pick because they are a duo. I'm going with Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the creators of South Park. Are we allowing that, or are you blocking me?
I'll allow you.
Okay.
If we allowed
I'll
Louis
allow it.
BK, I feel like we have to allow that.
Yeah.
Louis BK.
I mean,
really, this is a loose list at this point.
talk about fucking value in the 4th round. I got the creators of South Park.
You do. And speaking of value in the 4th round, I am about to solidify that I won this list if everybody actually respects this list. Because I'm going to take Norm Macdonald as the last pick. The fact that I'm getting Norm Macdonald as Mr. Irrelevant in a draft of comedians is an absolute steal.
My favorite roast performance of all time. His roast of Bob Saget was just so dry, and the crowd did not understand what he was doing at all. I was fucking dying that entire roast.
Sometimes when I'm feeling down, I had a bad day, I'll just go look up Norm Macdonald highlights on YouTube and just watch like a 10-minute clip of it. And it just makes everything feel better.
Did you ever watch any of that? What was it, on Netflix or whatever, that talk show that he had the last couple of years?
I saw clips from it. Yeah.
I only ever watched one full episode. It's just Norm being Norm. It's so fucking good. I need to go back and watch all of it now. That's a great pick with Norm.
All right. So we'll recap. We'll go over our list real fast. Then we'll go to our honorable mentions. And I can't imagine what Robert has as his honorable mentions. I'd like to go to that first. But our mock draft of comedians, I have Bill Burr, Mitch Hedberg, Dave Chappelle, and Norm Macdonald. It's a murderer's row right there. Pat has George Carlin, Ron White, Shane Gillis, and Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Robert has Bo Burnham, Louis BK, Kevin Bart, and Sarah Goldman.
Solid list right there. Solid list.
He's gonna fucking win. Dude, even with your murderer's row, he's gonna win.
People may not understand the bit. People may not understand.
The people that don't listen, that are just like, what the fuck are any of these?
Mm-hmm. So some of my honorable mentions.
Yeah, what else did you have?
I have Chris Stone.
Chris Rock.
Uh-huh. I only have one more. I have Bernie Windows instead of Bernie Mac.
You're like somebody's like 60-year-old uncle, like just dropping dad jokes at the cook-off. I don't like this Kevin Hart. I'm more of a Kevin Bart guy.
Jeff Wolfworthy. Which, yeah, Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy.
Larry the cord cutter guy.
Jesus Christ.
Larry the
Millennial
guy. What?
Larry the Millennial.
Larry the Millennial. I had Eddie Murphy is somebody I was gonna take. I did not think I was gonna get all of my like main guys, but Eddie Murphy was my 5th pick. Richard Pryor. I didn't know if that was gonna just be like Richard Pryor's awesome.
Gene Wilder. I
watched Richard Pryor, but like Eddie Murphy was like what I grew up with. I grew up with Eddie Murphy too. So like Richard Pryor was like, I respect Richard Pryor, just like Carlin, where it's like obviously those are probably the 2 goats. But
Jim Brewer.
Yeah, Jim Brewer.
I love Jim Brewer's stand-up is fucking great.
Robin Williams. I think a lot of people our age know him more so from his acting, but like he was an all-time stand-up. Steve Martin, the same. He was just a different generation of that. Louis C.K. But like the real Louis C.K., but like, you know, he's
I still stand by him. I
don't stand by his actions. I don't stand by his actions.
Yeah,
but I think he's a funny comedian. Bill Hicks, even though you could say Bill Hicks is more of like a spoken word guy as opposed to like a stand-up towards the end of his career.
He was a comedian. We didn't say stand-up comedians. We said comedians.
It's a ride. We're all just on a ride.
Lenny Bruce.
I know how to talk dirty and influence people. I have his book. It's a pretty good book. Nate Bargatze, Dave Attell, Tom Segura, Dan Soder, John Mulaney,
Bert.
Bert. Bert is definitely. I figured like Bert would just be like the hacky answer, just because like everybody says Bert Kreischer. When you like name 5 comedians and everybody's like Bert Kreischer. Not saying he's not good. It's just like
I
that's
love
like
Bert.
name a comedian. Bert Kreischer done.
He's popular for a reason. Dane Cook.
Dane Cook also like gets some hate, but like Dane Cook was what made me fall in love with comedy.
Yeah, that actually might be true.
The him and the black wife beater shirt, the Comedy Central special that he had, the featured one where he was doing the alien bit and like all that. That's what got me into stand-up comedy. And I was like, this is the coolest thing in the world. I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn all about this stuff. And then I think it's Harmful If Swallowed was his album. It had where he talked about shooting a cashew off of the tip of his penis into his mouth. And the the CD cover was just a cashew when you opened it. I memorized that whole thing. Like I used to have that entire album memorized, like word for word.
My sister one time for Christmas, she just used to always buy me like weird DVDs where it'd be like, it's 8 movies together. I'm like, cool, but I haven't heard of any of these movies. One time she got me, it was a 3-episode DVD of 3 failed pilots that they shot for Dane Cook, but didn't turn any of them into shows.
That's kind of cool.
It was really cool. I remember thinking, one of these could have been a show. The other 2, I was like, I get why these weren't made.
I can see how this didn't work out. But yeah, mock draft of comedians. I'm excited to see where the voting goes on this. And a little worried about how I'm going to find a graphic to
Ricky Gervais, Jim Jeffries.
Yeah. Well, did you have any more?
No, that was pretty much it. I mean, Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, I had Jerry Seinfeld, Tim Robinson, because you can kind of like you did Trey Parker, Matt Stone is like, they're comedians. They make TV instead of doing like stand-up bit mostly. So like that also plays.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it could have gone into like all comedic actors too. Like Ben Stiller, he was never really a stand-up, but he did a lot of sketches.
Jim Carrey was the same way. He did do stand-up, but also
Adam Sandler,
acting.
Farley. Yeah. Fuck, how did I not take Farley?
I know. The comedians one, like we could have done a whole other draft without the guys we took, except for Robert. I don't know if Robert would have had enough to go on that, but I thought
maybe next time we do it, we can do comedic actors, because we pretty much did stick to stand-ups here with a little bit of variance for imaginary people.
A little bit of variance, I would say.
What imaginary people?
A tad bit of variance.
I mean, Robert picked a fucking racist on a plane. That was wild.
That was
I picked the guy who loves Burger King.
Yeah, that guy loved Burger King. He was wearing the crown on the plane.
He loves masturbating against people's will with a Burger King hat on. You feel real good about yourself, Robert?
I mean, if he asked him if he could first, and they said yes, is it really against their will?
We wouldn't let him out of the door, so either way. Mock draft of comedians, we'll put that up on Thursday at about 3:00, and you can vote until around 5:00 on Friday. But yeah, go do that on our Twitter, guys. Let's move on to the not cool segment, where we tell you something that's happened throughout the last week that makes you say, hey man, that's not cool. I have Pat and I have a shared not cool that we can do, and then I have a pretty interesting one. But let's tell you about littleemshop.com. littleemshop.com. You get free shipping on all your orders over $10 or more, and when you use our promo code PTG69, you're gonna get 10% off of your order. When you spend $10, you get $10 or free shipping on orders of $10 or more, and you get 10% off your order when you use our promo code PTG69 at checkout. They got the best air fresheners in the game. Don't drive around with those little baby back bitch trees. A lot of people I've seen have it on their rear view mirrors. You take those bad boys down, you throw them in your passenger seat, because we don't mess with Texas. We wait till we can throw those away next. Then we go to littleemshop.com, littleemshop.com. You order a fresh stat air freshener. Then you get a Little Ice air freshener. Then you get a Miami Beach air freshener. If you've never ordered a Little M air freshener, you get one of each. Yeah, you get them when they arrive. You're like, oh man, my Little M showed up. That's in this cool little green envelope. You open it up, you pull those bad boys out, and then you do the smell test. You're, the fresh, that smells pretty good. Ooh, I like the Little Ice right here. Oh, the Miami Beach, maybe that's my favorite. And then you put one in your car. You keep one as a backup. You put that in your center console for when, in a couple of months when it's time to change it out. And then my hack is you go to your trash can, you take out the bag, you take your trash out, you put the third one in there, and then you let it just sit there. And then you put your trash bag in there again. And the next time you take out a stinky trash bag, you got The wonderful smell of a Little M air freshener. Go get you the best air fresheners in the game. I promise you will not be disappointed. They're cheaper than the stupid little baby back bitch trees, and they last longer than the little baby back bitch trees, and they don't chop down 100 trees like those trees do. Don't look that up. But littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. Free shipping on orders over $10 or more when you use our promo code PTG69. You're going to get 10% off your order. If you're ordering anything from Little M Shop, shout out to Raymundo. He went up to Philadelphia, and I saw that he was like, hey, crashing with a hotel room full of dudes for WrestleMania. Obviously, had to bring some Little M Shop. Shout out to at KMundoB, Raymundo Benavides. He's really, putting PTG logos on the Eagles logos at the Philadelphia stadium, and then also just repping Little M Shop. Like, he's really doing the Lord's work when it's going towards his Gravy's, nominations coming up at the end of the year. But littlemshop.com, send him a picture, let him know you supporting the people, supporting the podcast. They're at Little EM Tweets on Twitter, at Little EM Shop on Instagram, littlemshop.com, promo code PTG69 for 10% off your order at littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com, the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right. We'll start with a couple of listener, viewer submitted not cools. At Pass the Gray Pod is where you hit us up on Twitter. Use the hashtag PTG not cool if you'd like to reach out to us. We'll pick a couple of yours each week to share with everybody. Our first not cool from you guys and gals. This is from Paula Brandon. She is at on underscore Impala. That's an awesome Twitter handle, by the way. It's at on underscore on. Pat, you say it. I keep fucking it up. Man.
Okay, I'm
looking at it.
All right. It is at on underscore and underscore IMPAULA.
On underscore and underscore I'm Paula, but it's Impala. That's awesome. All right. Paula says, I have a great hashtag PTG not cool, getting a highly likely to book photography inquiry for a destination wedding. Fully funded 6-day-long cruise on a Royal Caribbean to Honduras and the beach. It's a wedding in Rotan. And also already having booked weddings on 2 of those 6 days already. So, yeah, she is a photographer, wedding photographer, could have gone on this dope-ass wedding, get to do all of that. That's paid, but she's already booked. That's
yeah, that is a great one.
Paid to go on a vacation. You can't, because you still also have to make money. But you get to make double money? Because you're making 2 gigs instead of 1 gig.
Well, that's also...
was probably paying for everything
booking
else.
That would be double money because you're not only getting paid, you're also getting a vacation that you're not having to pay for. So that is also double money.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, sorry about that. That sucks a lot. Why didn't you contact me 2 months ago?
Right. And then, yeah, I guess it looks bad if you're like, hey, I know I had said I'd do your wedding, but I got a way better deal.
Yeah, you can't do that.
That looks bad for business. So cool move to not do that, I would say. To not fuck somebody over on that. Paula's a good photographer. Hit her up, guys. Hit up Paula Brandon. All right. Jordan Welch at J_Welch2795 on Twitter says his not cool is losing my cool on an umpire during a softball game. Luckily, I didn't get ejected, but I've never gotten that mad at a ref before. I wish we had video of this. I'd like to see Jordan Welch going off on somebody.
I mean, I wanted to turn this on him and say the not cool was him, but then I had to remember. In my 20s, like if I was his age, there's a chance I would have yelled at an umpire. Now I'm like, dude, whatever. Like, we're out here just playing softball. And like, yeah, I want to win, of course. But, they're volunteer, or not volunteer, but they signed up to be a ref at a fucking men's softball league. Whatever. It is what it is. But I mean, that's part of being a dude. Wires cross sometimes. We get competitive and shit gets real.
I don't know if when you went to Texas State, if it was like this. When I went to Sam Houston, I played in an intramural football league. Like, it was a co-ed intramural thing. We weren't that good, but this guy he yelled at a ref, and we got like a write-up and that they fined us. They like, I don't know what the fine was, but we were just like, fuck that. We're not paying the fine. And they're like, well, you can't play then if you don't pay the fine. So we were just like, well, fuck that. Then we quit. We don't care. And we just never played any more games. But you accumulated a fine for not showing up. And then you also accumulated the fine for him mouthing off at the ref. That then we could not get our grades released to us at the end of the semester until we paid that fine. So like it went from like, it was probably like a $10 fine or a $20 fine between the whole team. So like nothing. So then like I had to pay like $75 to get fucking grades released at the end of the semester. And I was like, wait, because some guy said to fuck off to a ref, like I have to do that. Like, well, you didn't pay it, and then you also didn't play the games. I was like, well, yeah, they were gonna make us pay a fine to play the game. I'm not gonna pay a fine. I didn't say anything. I'm like, well, that's not how it works. So yeah, little things like that. Kind of sometimes like Jordan may have had to like pay a fine. That would have sucked if you had gotten ejected.
My brother, when he was at Tech, was playing, and in the championship game of the flag football intramurals, I think they got two. It was either 2 or 3 unsportsmanlike penalty flags for yelling at the refs because they sucked, and they won. But after the game that they won, the championship game, they go, no, you don't actually win because you guys got so many unsportsmanlike conduct penalties that you forfeit the game. But did not tell them that during the game when they were giving them the flags. So every once in a while, and that's another thing in men's sports, if you're going to run into a try-hard referee from time to time who just wants to exert some power in their life.
Yeah, you should have fought him, Jordan. Should have fought him.
Should have kicked his ass, dude.
You should have kicked his ass, dude. I hope you kicked dirt all over like the home plate.
Oh, I hope you covered
it.
What
the fuck are you doing? Are you blind? Were you staring at the eclipse without your glasses on? You should say that this weekend.
Yeah. So somebody stared at the eclipse directly last week.
It'll be a timely joke. It'll probably kill.
Dude, it'll fucking crush. I guarantee it.
Fucking kill. Hey, Ray Charles. That'll also kill. But yeah, dude. I don't know. Yelling at refs, there's times where you're like that. Hey, dude, chill out. But like, I was like,
it's a fine line between.
You gotta call them out. You gotta keep them on their toes.
It's a fine line between being the tryhard who yells at a ref and just being competitive. You just got to make sure you don't cross that line.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the tryhard in intramurals.
Nobody wants to be the tryhard. Good, not cool, Jordan. Robert, did you
Very
have
good.
a not cool?
It technically hasn't happened yet. So Pat's normally the one that's like brings this breaking news stuff. Fromber was scratched from today's game, and no one has announced why. Right now it's 4:41. They're gonna speak.
Staring at the sun.
They're gonna speak at 4:45 and find out why he is not started. Both Joe.
So we don't
Spada
have enough starters out right now.
And Dana Brown are gonna speak. Both of them speaking is a little concerning.
That makes it seem like it could be a while.
Yeah.
It spins on it could be Jacob Grom.
Because I mean, if it wasn't anything serious, they would have just been like, Valdez scratched him today's start. You know, he was warming up and had some arm tightness.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that they're, damn it.
All right. What if I told you Framber's out for the season, but you get Caitlin Clark?
No, because
you
she
wouldn't
can't
do that.
play
You wouldn't
baseball.
take that.
No.
She could probably do anything, dude. Have you seen her? She could do anything she puts her mind to.
That's true.
I mean, I love her. Don't get me wrong.
Not as much as me. I was a bigger fan than her, than you of her.
I'm pretty sure I love her more than you do.
I bet on her to win a lot of games.
So did I.
In the tournament. I bet more probably.
I want to have sex with her. So do you love her that much?
I respect her ability to choose to have whoever she wants as a partner.
Yeah, see, you wouldn't choose her.
I'm a married man.
Yeah, so you would pick Emma over her. Guess what? I would pick her over Emma. So I think I love you. I love her more than you.
Caitlin Clark would respect my loyalty to my teammate, aka my wife, so she would like that.
Yeah, well, I want to be her teammate. You don't.
I am the biggest Caitlin Clark fan on this podcast, and you can't
not even remotely true.
Nope. I'm a bigger Caitlin Clark fan.
I want to mix our genes together.
Yeah, but you just want her for carnal reasons. I want her for her.
It's more for procreation reasons. I want to combine her DNA with mine and make the ultimate athlete.
Yours is the DNA that's been.
You
missing for
wouldn't
that.
make the. I think you would hamper her in that.
No, because I have all the athletic ability and skills. I'm just a lazy piece of shit. If we combine her athletic ability with mine, but she gets
like a lazy piece of shit version of Caitlin Clark.
The child gets her drive and not mine. The fucking kid will be unstoppable.
But if not, that kid's fucked.
Yeah, well, then we'll just have another me, and I'll have another funny person to hang out with. I'm fine with that. But also, she's tall. It's good genes, dude.
So
is it another you, your brother?
No, me and my brother are actually very different. We're very different people.
No, they have the same politics.
He takes everything seriously, and I think everything's a joke. Our politics do align more often than not, but not completely.
Whatever Greg Gutfield says is basically what his politics are. And excerpts from the Joe Rogan podcast.
He doesn't know anything about Rogan. That's new media. My brother can't even get his computer to turn on all the time.
If it's not on a newspaper, he has no idea what it's about. I'll go next.
If it's not on Fox, he doesn't know. That's pretty much what it is.
The eclipse is stupid. I've said this multiple times on this podcast over the last month. I had you guys know my whole Adderall snafu. I've been running low on Adderall for a while now. I had a appointment today. It was supposed to be today at 12:15 to, it was a televisit. It usually takes 5 minutes on a FaceTime. And it's like, hey, everything going well? Yep, just call another prescription in. We're good to go. And then it's like, cool, thanks. And then we hang up, and I got a call. I was at the bar watching soccer on Saturday morning, and I got a call, and they're like, "Hey, it's your doctor's office. Like, what are you calling me on a Saturday for?" Like, we know you have an appointment on Monday. We were going to see if you could move it to Tuesday at the same time because of the eclipse. And I was like, "Is she a witch doctor? Like, you can't do medicine because the sun is covered for a second, like." Well, like, oh, well, she's just trying to see if she can reschedule as many appointments as she can for Monday. I was like, I guess. Like, I didn't have I didn't want to be a dick and be like, no, it was on Monday. It's got to be Monday at 12:15. We're not moving it. I was like, I guess. Just know this is weird, right? Like, because of the eclipse. And also, I'm going to charge them a $50 cancellation fee because it was not 24-hour business days. Saturday's not a business day. It was not within 24 hours of a business day before they let me know that they were canceling. So I'm going to ask for $50 because I think that's what the cancellation fee is, the no-show fee. So I'm going to try and get that. Absurd. And then I am going to roast her tomorrow. I'm pretty excited for it. Like, how was the moon, huh? How was that? Like, that's why I was like, I hope it's fucking cloudy as shit. I hope it's so fucking cloudy and you canceled all these appointments that now you got to make up and you didn't even get to see shit.
I was shocked at how many people care. And the only thing I'm judging that off of was there was no traffic today. None when I was driving into work. None when I was leaving work. Do that many people really give a shit about the eclipse? People were I would say most people took off work to watch an eclipse today because there was nobody on the fucking roads.
To answer your question, I think no. The answer to that is no. I don't think as many people care about the eclipse. What I do think is that you have this Venn diagram of people that care about the eclipse Monday, and then people that realize that they can get out of things today if they go to watch the eclipse. Like, remember in school, they would always we went to a very white leaning school, I would say, but there was one time 90+%. Our senior year there was a walkout over Mexican rights or there was some rights over something. And these kids are gonna do a walkout, and all of us were like, fuck yeah, we're gonna go walk out. And they're like, do you even know what the time? I was like, no, but if I can get out of class, I'm doing that. That's basically what the eclipse is. We're like, I don't even know what this protest is, but I'm for it if I get to get out of whatever activity I was supposed to be required to do. If me not having to work a full 8-hour day because I'm going to watch the eclipse and I get to waste an hour, that's what most people are doing, I think. I think that the eclipse can be cool. I think that people actually want to see the eclipse, but I think that the majority of people are in this is a Monday and I get to get out of work if I go look at the eclipse category.
When that happened, didn't we just go out to the parking lot for 20 minutes and then went right back into school?
We were no. What happened was we were going to, and they did the thing they do against white kids at white schools, not trying to shit on anybody's schools, but they were like, "You're gonna not be able to exempt finals," and we were like, "Fuck, I want to exempt finals," so we just didn't walk out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm thinking of a fire drill. Is what I'm remembering one day.
We were like, "No, I'm gonna have to take a final. No thanks."
Yeah, because in my head immediately I was like, I don't think
That was
I
our
did
privilege.
it, and I was like, there's no way I didn't walk out of school if I was able to. So
We
yeah,
were all
they did.
about to, and they got wind of that, and they're like, "Hey, remember finals? You fuckers want to take those? Huh? You want to take those fucking finals?" And then we decided against that. It was like, I would rather just be done with school for a week.
Yeah, it was very smart by them.
Yeah, it was solid move. It worked out. But yeah, no, I think that the eclipse mostly is just people are acting interested in it. They got their cool glasses and like, let's go look at it. Let's take a picture. And then that's an hour of work we didn't have to do. So yeah, my doctor canceled my appointment because of the eclipse, which I thought was a pretty insane move. And then also a shared not cool that Pat and I have is we are recording this on Monday. We have I don't know if you're going to the Rod Ryan golf tournament. You're more than welcome to on Wednesday. But the Rod Ryan golf tournament is on Wednesday when we usually record. Usually when that happens, we would record on Tuesday. We didn't record on Tuesday. We actually were going to record Tuesday. I had to hit the boys up. I was like, hey, can we record Monday? Which you guys were very generous to do. Pat and I were supposed to be recon on Bar Rescue tomorrow night. And until probably an hour before we started recording the podcast today, that was still, I thought, a good to go plan. And then they got back to us and like, yeah, actually, we're good. We don't need you guys anymore. And so we were going to be the people that go in. We order the shitty food. We try the shitty cocktails that they were ill prepared to make. And then Pat would have looked at me and be like, this is shitty, dude. This sucks. And I was like, oh, no, you gonna eat this burger? You gonna eat this burger with all this grease? Look at this. Look at this. These nachos, they're cold. We would have got to be those guys. And then John would have freaked out after we gave him our recon, and he would have gone and yelled at people. We would have seen John Taffer going off, throwing stuff. We got to see all of that. We would have got to hear him say that probably. But no, we don't get to do that. And like, I am not mad that they didn't pick us. I am just mad that like, so what happened was they were, a friend of mine went on, I was recommended from that friend. They hit me up and they're like, all right, do you want to do this? And I said, absolutely. I love this show. This is one of my favorite shows. And they kind of walked through some stuff. I sent them like headshots and shit. And then I was like, so like, do y'all already have somebody that I was going to do it with? Like, I didn't know how this goes. Like, well, why don't we do it with somebody that you're comfortable with? You're on a radio show? You do a podcast? And I was like, yeah, I could do it with my podcast host, Pat. I would have thrown out my wife, but she's pregnant, so probably not the best person to review drinks at a bar. But I was like, my podcast co-host, Pat, works in a restaurant industry. He's actually the perfect guy. He does like our podcast pretty much if we ingest media and make fun of it. That would be a great reviewer of somebody at a bar. Like, we tried to eat this food. We're going to make fun of it because it sucked. And Pat also works in the restaurant industry. So Pat's the perfect dude. And they're like, okay, cool. I don't know if you had to send the headshots too or any of that shit. But
yeah, I just sent him a picture.
Yeah, Pat did a phone call with him too. She hit us up on Friday. I was like, I'll let you know. And then today I'm just mad that I thought for this whole weekend that we were going to get to do that. And I was really excited about it. And I'm just bummed.
Yeah, I wonder if they listened to any of our podcasts and it was one where maybe I said cunt in the first 3 minutes of the episode.
But they can tell us to not say that. And then we can just not say that. They've had other people on that have said worse shit.
Yeah, I was looking forward to trying really bad drink. It was funny on the call when she was like, are you okay with drinking?
Drinking, yeah.
Or do you drink? And I was like, yes. And she's like, you'd be surprised how many people show up. And I'm like, well, I'm actually sober, so I can't drink. Kind of ruins the whole fucking episode.
You're not going to be able to review margaritas very well then.
But yeah, I mean, I was kind of looking forward to I had a couple bad jokes in the holster ready to use. You don't get my size not eating food, and I can't even eat this.
Yeah, that would have been good. That would have been
good. You don't see me turn away a lot of food, Alex, but it's just unedible.
But what would have been really cool is that like I was just fantasizing about how like John, when like the recon people walk into the bar, is like, all right, so these are a couple of friends of mine, Alex and Pat from the Pass the Gravy podcast in Houston. These guys, right. One bad review from them on their show, that could take you down. that could take you down. Like we'll get to, like, he would have to talk us up on that, and then it would say like the little lower thirds graphic would say "Pass the podcast." That would have been cool. That was really what I was looking forward to. I'm like, yeah, I was absolutely gonna ham it up. Like, I would never try this. Gross. I'll send it back. I was gonna ham it up. I was gonna be such a good.
Oh yeah, which is funny
guy.
because in real life, if we went to that bar,
we would
both probably just be like,
we would just be like, no, this is fine.
It's not that bad. Yeah, it's okay.
We would eat the completely
I don't send things
frozen
back.
mozzarella sticks and just say nothing. Yeah, it's good. Here's $20.
Oh, this Manhattan is terrible. When in real life, I'd be like, can I get a fucking beer and a whiskey neat? Oh yeah, whatever's well is fine.
Yeah.
That's how I work. Oh, dude, they got tendies? Fucking let's go.
But also, it was like a Tuesday night, so it's like, you're getting the A team on a Tuesday night at a bar.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like,
I just would have laughed really hard if we pulled up to my restaurant on Tuesday night. Like, oh, fuck.
It was like Undercover Boss.
Damn it.
But I also just like, I love the idea of like, I can't believe that this ice house doesn't know how to make old fashions. I can. They're a beer bar. They probably don't make a lot of.
What do you mean you don't carry chartreuse?
This wasn't even garnished with a lemon. What are you doing?
This white Russian was made with milk and not cream. So fucking blasé.
Gross. All right. Pat, what was you're not cool?
I got two quick ones. One of them is just, and this is really just a recent one. My sister's, I don't think you can hear it. The dog has been howling downstairs for the entire hour and 40 minutes that we've been doing this, and it's driving me absolutely batshit insane. I'm losing my fucking mind. I can just hear him, and I want to go put him through a fucking wall, but I can't. And my other one is that I had a little bit too much of a Sunday. We'll call it a Sunday too much fun day is what I had yesterday.
It was pre-eclipse. It was Eclipse Eve.
And it's not that I drank too much and I was hungover today. No, that's not the problem. The problem is that I drank the perfect amount for me to eat almost an entire box of Little Debbie apple fruit pies.
Don't apologize for that, buddy.
So 8 of them come in a box. I ate 7 of them yesterday.
I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed because you should have just gone the full 8, man. You gotta empty that box at that point, man. You don't go 7 without going 8.
The 7th one I ate on the stairs on the way up to my room to go to sleep. Because they're fucking good. That's 1,820 calories just in apple fruit pies I had yesterday. I also had some Little Debbie oatmeal cream cookies also. It was probably the fattest day I've had in like the last year. I had like 6 beers that day, tequila, red wine, whiskey. I fucking made myself 2 steak sandwiches. I had 7 oatmeal or fucking 7 of those pies, like 3 or 4 Debbie oatmeal cream cookies. It was a ridiculous day. I probably had more calories yesterday than at least the southern region of Ethiopia all combined.
You feel good about yourself?
I actually feel fine. The only problem
pretty impressive. You should have just finished the whole box. That's what I'm disappointed about.
I ate one as soon as I got home from the grocery store. I ate one, and then I immediately ate a second one. I don't know when the last time you had one of those was.
Been a minute.
It might be the most delicious snack on the planet, and I'm happy. I almost got the cherry. I got the apple. I don't remember them being that good, dude. It was one of the most delicious things I've eaten in months. Like, they have to fill those things with crack. Now, granted, I understand they're just absolutely stuffed with sugar.
Yeah, that's really it.
And
I did that
with
a Star Crunch
sugar
box before
on them.
A couple months ago, Emma got me Star Crunch, and I housed that whole box. Like, the whole
Star
box was
Crunches
gone
are
in 2
great.
days.
I had some Star Crunch a couple months ago.
Because that's like 2 bites. That's 2 bites. You go, it's done. And you can just, let me open the other one.
I would say if the apple fruit Little Debbie pies were the NFL, I'd say the Star Crunch was a middle school basketball game. That's how much, and I love Star Crunch. That's how much farther they are ahead of them. I highly encourage you to get yourself a box and bring them home, or maybe get the cherry. You will be blown away by how good they are.
It's not unhealthy because if you look at it, like, you're eating fruit. What do they say? Apple a day keeps doctor away.
That's true, and I had more than an apple's worth of.
You had a lot of
yesterday.
apples, so you should be good for the doctor for like a month.
I got home and I ate that first one, and I go, Jesus Christ! And I went to grab a second. And I go, let me see how many of these calories are, and I look, and they're 260 a piece. And I mean, okay, well, this second one, then we'll just stop it at that. And then, like every 30 minutes for the rest of the night, I would go grab another one. I ate one while I was cooking my steak and cheese sandwiches. It was the fattest fucking thing it's definitely not the fattest thing I've ever done. It was one of the fattest things I've ever done. So it's just, I'm not even ashamed of it. So, but it is still a not cool. Like that's pushing it. That's a little ridiculous. But 10 out of 10 would totally do it again.
I like that. I like that a lot, though. That's a solid, not cool pack.
Also, I'm worried I'm just going to start buying those all the time, and I'm going to be 400 pounds by next month.
You might start buying those, but hey, it's once you like get a new thing you haven't gotten in a minute, like that always fucks. And then you're just like, okay, you gotta.
Or it could be that I can't get those out of my life, so maybe I'm going to force myself to start working out so I can keep eating them.
See, there you go.
Because I'm not kidding, dude. It was one of the most delicious things I can remember eating.
Just maintaining.
And I ate the first one before I was fucked up at all yesterday. Oh, yeah. Also, I decided to eat Debbie oatmeal pies or fruit pies and get drunk all day instead of doing my yard work. So my front yard just looks atrocious right now.
But the eclipse happened, so you couldn't die today anyways.
Yeah, my Sagittarius wasn't rising, so I couldn't fucking do anything about
retrograded.
Yeah.
Solid. Not cools, guys. Not cools. All right, let's move on to the final segment of the show, the answers segment. And we do every answer. Hold on. Robert, will you add the random celebrity generator thing at the bottom of it from last week's thing as I'm doing this? The answer segment is where, we start the podcast in the Precome segment where we tell you guys, these are some business ideas. We came up with some Animal Planet shows that should probably be on. Talk about Otter Dynasty, just whatever. If you wanna ask us some parenting advice, I'm becoming a parent. I especially after this week, I'll have 3 hours worth of knowledge so that I can just fucking fill you up with. But yeah, you got parenting advice, you want any relationship advice, we can help you there. Give us things to power rank. We're the best at power ranking stuff ever. Hit us up and give us 5 similarly related things, and then we will power rank the fuck out of them, and they will be the best power rankings ever. If you want, any questions, you got it all. Hit us up. You want to pitch us some ideas? Yeah, hit us up. Let us know all those at Pass the Grade Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's the best way to reach us. At Pass the Grade Pod on Twitter, hashtag PTG Answers. You can also email them to us, answers@passthegradepod.com, or go to our website, passthegradepod.com, and then reach out to contact us, the contact us page, and then Jesse will forward those over to us. But answers@passthegradepod.com if you would like to email them to us. We do prefer Twitter, though. Twitter is the best way to find us. At Pass the Grade Pod, use the hashtag PTG Answers. That way they can search for it. This is the Answers segment.
Well, if you just answer the question. Why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question. Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
Oh, I just remembered too. Do you have that piece of audio that I showed you, Robert?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, so this is a lady that was watching the eclipse. This is like, I'm not saying the eclipse isn't cool, but like, there's times where you're like, hey, just chill out. Like, this is maybe you're getting a little too crazy about it. This is a reporter covering the eclipse today. This is real life too.
Yeah, about a 24-second clip.
The crowd is willing it! Yes!
Crowd is willing the eclipse.
Just for a minute, just for a second, but I'll take it. I will take it. Look at it! Oh my God! We got it! We got it! Oh my God, Lori, look at it!
I loved that she goes, look, like we know where the eclipse is. We know where the eclipse. Oh my God, look at, you gotta look at. Oh, that thing? Yeah, no way.
She sounds like she got turned down from porn for being too over the top and not believable.
Remember Susan Waldman when Roger Clemens was in George Steinbrenner's box when Roger Clemens was coming back, and she's like, Roger Clemens is in George Steinbrenner's box. Roger Clemens in George Steinbrenner's box. I do not believe what I have seen. Roger Clemens is coming back to the Yankees. That's what she was doing, but for the eclipse.
Slow news day.
What is it? Do you think like she was like, I am gonna lose it when we see this eclipse? You guys throw it to me. Because sometimes it's like you're gonna go viral. Like I think if you're trying to go viral, just do that. Like that's the move. That's the move for sure. But just like, all right, guys, throw it to me. I'll show you. I'll show you viral. Holy crap! Yeah, that's
Your
probably
microphone's not picking up any of that. Dude.
Oh yeah, I bet not.
You think they're like, all right, throw it back to you in the studio, Tom, and then immediately a producer's in her ear going, "Hey, Sarah, what the fuck was that?"
Hey, chill out, Sarah. I don't know. It's amazing. Can you hear it
You're
one more
going
time?
back to the mailroom. That was ridiculous.
Oh, you're just gonna play it one more time? Okay, yeah. I didn't
Oh.
know what you said. Here we go.
The crowd is willing it. Yes! We can see it. Just for a minute, just for a second. But I'll take it. I will take it. Look at it. Oh my God. We got it. We got it.
I'll take it. Look at it. Oh my God.
The crowd is willing it. The crowd is willing it to happen. What if it was like
If I give you
they're
the
not
option,
yelling loud enough and it like going back. I'm going up. They're loud. It's like when they're like, all right, everybody, it's time to get loud, and they have the like meter of how loud everybody's being. It's like the moon's like almost. Nope. The
moon was edging them.
Yeah, the moon just edges you until it reaches totality. It's like, okay, that's loud enough.
Like if I just played you that audio and said, "Hey, is this a reporter covering the eclipse or a nymphomaniac trying to get some dick?" Nymphomaniac is actually the more likely response to that one. Yeah,
I might go with that. That was unrelated to the answer segment, but I forgot I sent Robert that, and like that, we could not have it on the podcast. Sometimes you come across a clip that's just too good to not play.
She is definitely going to get some podcast interview requests this week.
She's gonna be viral. Yeah, probably already is. All right, let's start with our answers questions this week. This is from Raymundo Benavides. We talked about him quite a bit. Shout out to Raymundo. He's at KMundoB on Twitter. And Mundo says, can a priest bless things other than water?
Yeah. You can bless whatever the hell you want. You know what?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I bless this beer in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Boom. Holy beer.
Well, because like, isn't it's rabbis? That's rabbis. I'm thinking rabbis of blessing food, but priests can bless food.
You can bless anything.
Rod said when they would go to church for Easter that like they would always have to take like their Easter baskets to be blessed.
Are you saying rabbis can't bless things?
No, I thought kosher is rabbis blessing it. That's not just blessing.
Yeah, I mean it might they might charge you something, but they'll bless it.
Well, I almost said like it's kosher. Oh no, that's not priests. They're not priests that do that.
Yeah, no, priests can bless anything. I could bless your hat.
What's it called when a priest, but like a rabbi blessing something is kosher? Is there like a word for it, or is it just like blessing?
Blessing.
I didn't know if there was a Catholic version of it. I don't know. So yeah, you can make legit holy guacamole. Raymundo wanted to know. You can make holy guacamole.
I bless this tobacco pouch. Nicotine pouch. Sorry.
Then. All right, so yeah, you can. The priest can bless other things besides water. The water's always probably the best one.
Yeah, and then he asked, "Can we get legit holy guacamole?" Yeah, dude. Next time we hang out, order the guac. I'll bless it for you.
Done.
People forget I am a holy man. I am ordained.
Be at their collar, and you're not a priest. You're like ordained.
Yeah. So if I can do it, a priest sure shit can do
it.
You're
like a preacher.
Not even, but I am an ordained holy man.
You're closer to a preacher than you are a priest.
Oh, I would say I'm closer to a priest than a preacher. Because a preacher has a message that they will... Fuck, I do preach. It's about dumb shit.
But being ordained, it's like you're performing a marriage. That's more preaching than priesting, I would say.
Maybe a reverend would be closer.
I would say it's further away. I think preacher is
probably
the closest one of those.
Yeah, because you don't actually have to be legit to be a preacher. You can preach some bullshit.
Yeah.
Which I do.
You don't have to have a collar either. It's really the
you're
collar.
right. Yeah,
just
I'm definitely
a
a preacher. Preacher Pat.
Preacher P. All right. Brandon
Some people
Davis,
are pushing P. I'm preaching P.
That's what I like about you. Brandon Davis, aka Texas Cat Daddy. He's at a stream of cream on Twitter, and he says, should it be a thing where you have to have 2 violent felonies to eat at Waffle House? No,
Waffle House is for everyone.
I like Waffle House. That's the beauty of it. Maybe to work at Waffle House, you should be able to be like, you can fight. I think like that's the meme where it's like you should be able to prove that you can fight to work at a Waffle House. But to eat there, it's come as you are. Whoever you are, we accept you here. You might fight, but it's fine. It's Waffle House. That's what we do here.
So you know how they put McDonald's and Walmart? If they put a Waffle House in a prison, I would say, yeah, to work at that one, you have to have 2 violent felonies. Because like we know what regular Waffle House is like. Prison Waffle House.
That'd be crazy.
It's got to be fucking rowdy. But I think it's too far to have 2. I think you need to have 1, maybe not even a felony, but a violent misdemeanor to work at Waffle House. Or at least if you're gonna work night shifts. If you're working the overnight.
You should have been like a bouncer at a club, or you fought amateurly at some point too. That would also help. But yeah, no, I don't want there to be a rule to how to get to whatever or to Waffle House, because like I want to eat Waffle House. Waffle House fucks.
We should have a Waffle House date soon. I don't think I've had Waffle House in probably like 6 to 8 years. It's been a long time.
It's been about a year.
No,
I would love to do a Waffle House date, Pat. We should have a boys sleepover, just a boys' night. It's a sleepover, and then we go to Waffle House in the middle of the night. We make Robert drive us because Robert's gonna be sober.
If we had a bros sleepover where we just stay up and we gotta find, you know when we can do it? We should plan this for. Isn't it like at the beginning of the college basketball season where they do a 24-hour?
Yeah.
Like, dude, if we did a bros sleepover that night and we just stayed up gambling. No, I don't think Robert's going to be a part of this.
No,
he's not going to come to a sleepover with us.
Robert has to be.
But if we stayed up just gambling and broing out the whole night.
And Robert has to take us to Waffle House. Okay, you don't have to do the whole thing. We have
to bet on every game and every half. We have to have a prop.
Robert, you don't have to do the whole thing, but you have to take us to Waffle House. And eat at Waffle House with us.
It'd be my first time.
So yeah, you're in. All right, Robert's in.
I'd love to pop your waffle.
Dude, maybe we could just see if there'll be a fight the first day there. That'd be great.
That'd be
probably
amazing.
Be you two starting it.
No, we would just be watching and instigating it.
Well, I think we would start it in the fact that we would probably loudly argue about some dumb sports thing, and tables around us would get involved, and then they would actually get into a physical fist fight with each other.
And then we're not.
I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I've never been in a fight in my life. But that being said, a Waffle House probably would be prime location for me to have my first fight.
But you'd lose that. No, you don't want to get in your first fight in a Waffle House. Waffle House fights should not be your first because you're losing those.
I would win it because I would make sure I would never fight a Waffle House employee because I respect what they do. They're damn near close to veterans. But a regular Waffle House fight, I think I can take because 90% of the people in them are just shithouse drunk.
You would also probably be the shithouse drunk person too.
Yeah, but I can take a hit then.
Maybe.
I'll fucking smack a tray over somebody's face.
But yeah, no, Waffle House does not need to have Waffle House is come as you are is Waffle House. There should not be any requirements to eating at Waffle House. It is the everyman place. Man, woman, children, you're welcome at Waffle House. Whoever you are.
It's the most liberal establishment there is. Everyone is welcome.
Any creed, anytime, any place. Waffle
Any
House.
clothing.
We should. Hey, Robert, just we'll cut this out, but like a really cool shirt idea. Yellow shirt, and it's just the squares at the Waffle House squares, but it says "Pass the Gravy" podcast. Just an idea right there. We're not stealing anything. It's just like they don't own yellow. They don't own squares.
So yeah, you wear that shirt out to a bar, you'll be smothered and covered in ladies.
Yeah, and gravy. And gravy.
No, they will be smothered and covered in
later.
gravy.
Later they will be. Great question. Great question, Cat Daddy. All right. Alex O writes in. He gives us our power rankings of the week. He said at Alex McThunder1 on Twitter. And Alex O says power rank fast food mascots. This is good. This is a good one. He gives us Ronald McDonald, Jack from Jack in the Box, the King from Burger King, not Louis BK, but the King from Burger King, the Colonel from KFC, and the Chick-fil-A cow. I'm gonna go first. Because I feel like I might have a controversial first pick. Controversial number one overall, because I think number one overall is Jack from Jack in the Box. He just seems like a chill dude. Like he's always like, I can make fun of myself. Whatever. This is wacky. It's not going well, but I'm just Jack. I got a big head, and I got stoner food that I want to give you. So I'm gonna just tell you this is my new cool box that just has stoner food, and it's dope. Jack seems the chillest. Ronald McDonald, just because like he's creepy looking, but like we all sat at that bench with Ronald.
That's
McDonald's
the OG,
statue.
baby.
Like he's the OG. He is the OG, and he's got Ronald McDonald House, which like helps people. Just doesn't seem as cool as Jack from Jack in the Box. And then number 3 is the Burger King because like, he's cool, but like he's not, they don't advertise it with him all the time. He's like, for that being your mascot, he's just kind of randomly thrown in there. It's like, oh, look, there's the Burger King guy when we're doing a football ad. And then it's just the Whopper singing guy has kind of taken over the Burger King. So he's fallen in my power rankings. Number 4, Colonel Sanders. Who is Colonel Sanders? What Colonel Sanders? That after that just whatever it was, where they're like, we're gonna have a new colonel every week, and they had 400 people that were Colonel Sanders. It just confused me. I can't get by that. And then the last one, 5, is the Chick-fil-A cows, because I think it's not a Chick-fil-A cow. I think it's Chick-fil-A cows, and I don't know, like, were they the same cow? Were they just cows that were working that day? I
They
didn't
can't
feel
even
like
spell.
that was what I loved about them. But like, I felt like we didn't know the cows, like Colonel Sanders, like, it's the chicken guy. But like cows, they all look the same. Like, was this the same cow we had earlier? Is this a cow from like a new ad? Was this their son? Like, I don't know. But a Chick-fil-A cow, never really had a connection to it. So Jack for Jack in the Box, Ronald McDonald, the Burger King, Colonel Sanders, and the Chick-fil-A cows. Who wants to go next?
I will. I feel like this is going to be a much more controversial number 1 overall pick. I'm taking the King, baby.
Whoa.
From the BK Lounge. There's just something about him. Like, he went away. Like, he was, in the 80s was when the King was around, and then he disappeared for like 20 years. And then he fucking came back. And there's just something about it. The commercial, the one where they superimpose him into football games and he's high stepping.
That was cool.
But there's just something also menacing about him. Like, there's the mask there and he's smiling. But you know what? Also, I've seen V for Vendetta behind that Guy Fawkes mask. He was fucking people up. And there's just something about the King where I'm like, he's kind of devious, but he seems like a good guy. I like him. I don't know what it is, but he's got that staying power, or not really staying power, but he had a revival, a renaissance. He's the comeback kid. He came back and he ain't going anywhere now. The King is back and he's back for the throne. 2, I will go Jack. All the reasons that I like the King, because he's menacing and all that, none of that applies to Jack. Like you said, Jack just seems like a good ass dude. He's a family man.
He's a vibes guy.
He just wants to feed you. And you know what? When you're hammered at 2 a.m. and you need some curly fries, Jack is there for you.
Remember when they used to give out the antenna balls that were just jackheads?
Oh,
and you'd see somebody like that, like, they seem cool.
Jackheads, that seems like a term for like druggies in some 2458 futuristic movie. Oh, he's a jackhead.
Seems like something your high school football coach would call you when you were screwed. Like, you fucking jackhead, you bunch of jackheads over there. Like, they wanted to curse but can't curse.
Oh God, shout out.
Be a jackhead.
I can picture the exact coach that would say it too. 3, bro, I'm going the Colonel. He's the Colonel, dude. He's got the
which
white
one
suit.
Though? Which one? And are we talking Reba?
Fucking all of them, dude.
Reba was the Colonel. By the way, too.
Colonel Reba gave me some very confusing feelings.
I love Colonel Reba.
Yeah, I did too, and that's what was confusing about it. She had a mustache, but I love her. The Colonel, dude. The Colonel's fucking awesome. 4, I'm going Ronald. Nothing against Ronald. It's not his fault. McDonald's has abandoned Ronald. They don't believe in him anymore. When's the last time you saw a McDonald's commercial with Ronald McDonald? He is the staple, Grimace. The mascot. Yeah, dude, all these great characters that they have in the 90s, McDonald's goes, you got the money to make great ads with this.
Give us Hamburglar back.
Everywhere. Dude, the Hamburglar.
They were so good.
I kind of understand why they got rid of Grimace. Kind of looks like a butt
They just had the Grimace shake.
Yeah, I don't, but like they don't even lean into Ronald anymore, which also we do get some great. I've seen like videos online of people doing Ronald skits where Ronald is unhinged a little bit, and I like that. Yeah, that's the version of Ronald I want to see. But yeah, no, they've nothing against Ronald. I love Ronald. McDonald's doesn't love Ronald, so he slips a little bit. And 5 is the cow. All these other ones are way more iconic than the cow. The cow is just there.
You're Chick-fil-A. You don't need marketing. You're Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, and
just be Chick-fil-A.
They never will because it's Chick-fil-A and they'll always sell their delicious. But like, what if they hit a rough patch at one point? They're like, we're going to do a burger. What do you do with the cows? What?
Yeah.
No, the cows are good. The rest of these are better.
That's fair. I can agree with that. Robert, what do you got?
Pat and I have the same ones except 1 and 2. I would flip. I would go Jack first, the King second, the Colonel 3, Ronald McDonald 4, and Chick-fil-A cow 5.
Okay. These aren't that crazy different.
I love the King. The fucking flowing cape, the crown.
I felt like not having Ronald McDonald 1 was going to be like, I was going to be in the minority. I'm glad that nobody had Ronald 1.
He should be. But
I mean, he's the most like notable guy, but like coolest, like Jack is definitely the coolest.
Like McDonald's started to phase him out and Burger King goes, oh, we're bringing back the King. Like they notice a dip in the market and they're like, we're fucking buying right now. The King is hot. Ronald is not.
All right. Solid power rankings, Alex. So I like those. Good one, buddy. All right. Dane Milner emailed in. We have not heard from Dane Milner on the podcast before. So welcome to the show, Dane. I hope you continue to interact with us. But Dane says, is a varmint a subcategory of critters, or are they two separate things? Is everything technically a critter? Are varmints and critters the same thing? And what is the difference between them is what he's asking.
I would say, yeah, you go ahead, because I got thoughts.
Okay. My guess was that I think that critters are like rodents. They're animal. They're like, I would guess like a cat could be considered a critter. You consider a raccoon a critter, a rabbit's a critter. Like smaller mammals. A varmint is something that you don't want in your house. Like a critter, like you're cool with a rabbit. You don't want raccoons in your attic. So you could consider a raccoon a varmint. Rats, those are varmints. Things you don't want with a negative connotation to them, I would think that those were varmints, whereas a critter is just any like small mammal type thing that's around, if that makes sense.
We are almost exactly aligned on this. I agree. Critter, it has to be a smaller animal for it to be a critter. Like you wouldn't say a boar is a critter. It's a boar. Mm-hmm. Critters are smaller. I think all varmints are critters. Not all critters are varmints. In that, I think a varmint is just a critter that you want to kill. So like it could be a bunny. Be like, I got to fucking take out some varmints. They're getting into the cabbages. So it could be bunnies. But a varmint is just a critter that you are actively trying to kill to get it away from your shit.
Okay, I just went on.
I'm sure there's an actual definition, but that's not how I feel about it.
This is Reddit, and it's Reddit. It's our etymology, which seems official. But critter is an animal you want around, comes from the word creature, and varmint, an animal you don't want around, comes from the word vermin.
So I mean, I was pretty dead on there.
Yeah, we both pretty much nailed it.
We should have given Robert a chance to answer before we gave the actual definition.
Oh yeah, Robert, did you have like, were you similarly kind of thinking along the lines that we were, or did you have an entirely different take?
No, it was pretty much on same page. Different thing.
But it is funny to use a southern accent, like, you varmints, get that varmint out of here.
See, I always thought it was like vermin. Is there a difference between vermin and varmints?
I think it's
Varmint,
the accent.
It's the accent. It's like where critter comes from. Oh, look at that little critter over there. Could have been creature. You just critter comes out of that. Varmint. That's what, like is he saying vermin or is he saying varmint? That fucking varmint over there. You don't know which one I'm saying. It's the etymology of the word. There you go.
Etymology.
Brings it back.
Look at that. Science.
Now, I wish I could remember this, but there's no chance I will. But I would love to just call your fucking daughter varmint all the time. Get over here, varmint. Like my buddy's niece, I just call her Stinky. You got to give little kids fucked up nicknames like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right, what else we got?
Or Booger. Booger's also a good name for little kids.
Booger's a good one. All right, last one. This is from Tessa Goriance, Tessa G. She's at Tessa Goriance on Twitter. Tessa Goryance. I know we butcher her name every single time we say it, and I feel like she explains it to us, and then we say it wrong the next time. But still, Tessa G. Shout out to her. She says, when we talk to our pets, no, I fucked that up. When we talk to our pets, do you think that we sound like adults on Charlie Brown? Like when we talk to our pets,
never thought about it. We have to. It makes too much sense. Except for me, it sounds more like wah 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 wah. Because I talk to every dog in baby voice because they're so just beautiful.
I think it's some sort of like hybrid of that, but like Charlie Brown's teacher did the womp 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 womp, and you just never heard her say anything that you could recognize. I feel like dogs are the Charlie Brown teacher with random words that they know.
Womp 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 womp. Good boy.
Walk, womp 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 car. Womp 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 outside. Womp 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 womp.
That's what it is.
Good girl. Yeah.
Womp 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 cookie.
Like 6 words that they know, and they're like, yeah, okay, I know some of these things. I can associate these things with.
Oh, I heard my name. I heard my name in there. What's up?
It's mostly Charlie Brown teacher is what we sound like, with some words mixed in. It's a hybrid.
Wah wah sleepies. Yeah, I do want to go sleepies. Yeah.
Wah 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 dinner. Hungry. I'm glad the door's closed. She's like, why are you saying the words I know? I know all of those things. I'm saying things I know.
She's probably outside the door, just her head cocking back and forth, like, yes, I know. I hear these.
Hmm. Good question, Tessa. All right, keep them coming at Pass Great Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers to reach out to us. Also, shout out to Dane Milner. Shout out to Dane for participating for the first time. All right, guys, we are at Pass Great Pod on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all those. Make sure you're following us on all of those. Make sure you're following us on YouTube. Go subscribe to our channel. Robert works very hard to put up the YouTube video. I hope you guys are enjoying it being up a little early this week. YouTube.com/@PassTheGrade or just go to YouTube and search Pass the Grade Podcast. Hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us, make sure you're also hitting play on the audio version as well. We'd like to, we want to get both of those numbers. Help those numbers grow. Maybe sync up the audio. I know Mikey Paul was doing that. Shout out to him. But you guys are the best. We love you guys. I really appreciate all of you guys for listening and participating with us. Shout out again to Raymundo for going up to Philadelphia and just defacing Philadelphia with Pass the Gravy stuff. I love that for us. But Mundo, you're a real one. All you guys listening, all you guys and gals are listening, everybody that's going to the Gravy Hole at the Rod Ryan Show, Texas Adaptive Aquatics Golf Tournament on Wednesday. I can't wait to see you guys and hang out with you there. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. What else? Go Astros, go Yankees, fuck the Rangers, fuck Dallas. Shout out to Louis BK.
Go SaberCats.
And go, yeah, there we go. Go SaberCats. Have a great rest of your week. But before we bounce, we're gonna do our random celebrity generators. Who you guys gonna go with?
Reba McEntire.
Bo Burnham.
I'm gonna go Norm Macdonald. I'm gonna go with my guy then too. All right, Norm Macdonald,
women.
Reba, and Bo Burnham. All right, we're gonna go random celebrity. We have J.K. Rowling is who the auto one is on. So we go to generate. Charles Manson. Charlie Manson. All right, we're doing it again. Anthony Lepek. I don't know who that is. We have to know somebody. We have to know who they are.
I know that name.
Next one. Edward Goodrich Atchison. Okay, don't know him. We're gonna try one last one, unless we don't know them. Jane Leaves.
Oh, she was from Frasier. That was Frasier's living nanny.
Daphne.
Daphne
on Frasier. All right.
Or not nanny, but
we're still over for that whole exercise. One of these days we'll get it, guys. Can't wait. And actually, when we do the live, the boys sleepover, we should make Robert have to stay until we get that.
Don't commit to that.
We should make Robert stay.
Never
It goes on until we get that. Robert can't leave until then. And then that's when Robert takes us to Waffle House, and then Robert gets to go. That's going to be what we do. All right. Love you guys.
No. Lock it in.
He didn't say no. Yep. You can't. No takebacks. No takebacks. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Until we talk to you next time. Pass the gravy, you bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. Now we go ahead and